your kids love technology, gaming and computers? Share that passion thanks to Endgame Esports. It's a great place to get together and enjoy these interests with other kids and like-minded enthusiasts. Play in teams, get mentoring or coaching, or just play socially. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant and many more. It's like a community sports club, but for gaming and technology. Endgame Esports at Sumner Road, Sumner, just off the Centenary Highway. Find out more and get in touch. Just search Endgame Esports online. Do you or your kids love technology, gaming and computers? Share that passion thanks to Endgame Esports. It's a great place to get together and enjoy these interests with other kids and like-minded enthusiasts. Play in teams, get mentoring or coaching, or just play socially. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant and many more. It's like a community sports club, but for gaming and technology. Endgame Esports at Sumner Road, Sumner, just off the Centenary Highway. Find out more and get in touch. Just search Endgame Esports online. Do you or your kids love technology, gaming and computers? Share that passion thanks to Endgame Esports. It's a great place to get together and enjoy these interests with other kids and like-minded enthusiasts. Play in teams, get mentoring or coaching, or just play socially. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant and many more. It's like a community sports club, but for gaming and technology. Endgame Esports at Sumner Road, Sumner, just off the Centenary Highway. Find out more and get in touch. Just search Endgame Esports online. Do you or your kids love technology, gaming and computers? Share that passion thanks to Endgame Esports. It's a great place to get together and enjoy these interests with other kids and like-minded enthusiasts. Play in teams, get mentoring or coaching, or just play socially. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant and many more. It's like a community sports club, but for gaming and technology. Endgame Esports at Sumner Road, Sumner, just off the Centenary Highway. Find out more and get in touch. Just search Endgame Esports online. Do you or your kids love technology, gaming and computers? Share that passion thanks to Endgame Esports. It's a great place to get together and enjoy these interests with other kids and like-minded enthusiasts. Play in teams, get mentoring or coaching, or just play socially. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant and many more. It's like a community sports club, but for gaming and technology. Endgame Esports at Sumner Road, Sumner, just off the Centenary Highway. Find out more and get in touch. Just search Endgame Esports online. Do you or your kids love technology, gaming and computers? Share that passion thanks to Endgame Esports. It's a great place to get together and enjoy these interests with other kids and like-minded enthusiasts. Play in teams, get mentoring or coaching, or just play socially. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant and many more. It's like a community sports club, but for gaming and technology. Endgame Esports at Sumner Road, Sumner, just off the Centenary Highway. Find out more and get in touch. Just search Endgame Esports online. Do you or your kids love technology, gaming and computers? Share that passion thanks to Endgame Esports. It's a great place to get together and enjoy these interests with other kids and like-minded enthusiasts. Play in teams, get mentoring or coaching, or just play socially. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant and many more. It's like a community sports club, but for gaming and technology. Endgame Esports at Sumner Road, Sumner, just off the Centenary Highway. Find out more and get in touch. Just search Endgame Esports online. Do you or your kids love technology, gaming and computers? Share that passion thanks to Endgame Esports. It's a great place to get together and enjoy these interests with other kids and like-minded enthusiasts. Play in teams, get mentoring or coaching, or just play socially. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant and many more. It's like a community sports club, but for gaming and technology. Endgame Esports at Sumner Road, Sumner, just off the Centenary Highway. Find out more and get in touch. Just search Endgame Esports online. Do you or your kids love technology, gaming and computers? Share that passion thanks to Endgame Esports. It's a great place to get together and enjoy these interests with other kids and like-minded enthusiasts. Play in teams, get mentoring or coaching, or just play socially. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant and many more. It's like a community sports club, but for gaming and technology. Endgame Esports at Sumner Road, Sumner, just off the Centenary Highway. Find out more and get in touch. Just search Endgame Esports online. Do you or your kids love technology, gaming and computers? Share that passion thanks to Endgame Esports. It's a great place to get together and enjoy these interests with other kids and like-minded enthusiasts. Play in teams, get mentoring or coaching, or just play socially. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant and many more. It's like a community sports club, but for gaming and technology. Endgame Esports at Sumner Road, Sumner, just off the Centenary Highway. Find out more and get in touch. Just search Endgame Esports online. Do you or your kids love technology, gaming and computers? Share that passion thanks to Endgame Esports. It's a great place to get together and enjoy these interests with other kids and like-minded enthusiasts. Play in teams, get mentoring or coaching, or just play socially. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant and many more. It's like a community sports club, but for gaming and technology. Endgame Esports at Sumner Road, Sumner, just off the Centenary Highway. Find out more and get in touch. Just search Endgame Esports online.
Club's VCT off-season official event. It is week number 4, the finals playoff of season 3 here of XP Club's Valorant, and we got none other than Two Tap Tony on my left, I suppose, and me, Matsy. How's it going, everybody?
G'day, g'day. Yeah, Matt, it's good to be on the left. It feels a bit roomier over here. Of course, you're looking very comfortable there. We've got the mustaches out, and we're looking for some great Valorant this evening.
Absolutely. Love a bit of great Valorant and love to see the representatives of all our various clubs that are going to be involved. Definitely keen to see, everyone that's representing their individual gaming centers. We've seen some really great players so far. A lot of diversity in the ages that they play and the people that are playing for the gaming centers there. So definitely eager to see what they can bring. And, you know, if you want to get your gaming center involved, definitely reach out to XP because we got more on its way next year. So definitely contact XP Esports to get your center involved for 2024. Exactly as you can see there. So shout out to you in the back end for that one. But yes, we've got competing clubs. TGG Titans, FSEC, Endgame, and Griffith so far. And hopefully more to come.
Yeah, hopefully more to come going into 2024. Of course, I feel like we've already been gifted with such excellence from most of these teams. Of course, all of these clubs competing throughout the season. And we're all the way up into playoffs, Matt. We're into the semis this evening. And it's going to be interesting because we're no longer in that best of one format. We're in the best of threes. We've got a playoff bracket and a playoff graphic in front of us. And of course, we'll be seeing some games. Match 2, of course, will be our first up. It's TGG Titans, Endgame Sumner. And then match number 1, Griffith and Free Space Esports Club. Some interesting games, Matt.
Oh, yeah. Definitely some interesting games, and really curious to see how it's all going to play out tonight, you know, because obviously we've got our matches happening here before us, and then in our following week, which I believe won't be next week, but it will be next week in December the 6th there as our final day of the season, we will have our grand final matchup. Super duper keen to see who's going to be able to take away first place in our XP Club's VCT official off-season event here. It's been awesome so far, and I can't wait to see who manages to take the crown.
Yeah, eyes on all these LAN centers. We've seen some crazy close games and then some kind of very dominant sweeps, Matt. And of course, a lot of them have been from the hands of Griffith and the TGG Titans, both of those teams that kind of fought for the top and really stayed there throughout the whole season, and then of course securing themselves those playoff seeds as the first and second place, and then Free Space and Endgame Sumner getting their respective placings throughout the groups. And well, Matt, you feel scared for, I guess, both of these teams that kind of qualified through that third, fourth, because they have to take on, well, at least for Endgame Sumner's sake, they have to take on the TGG Titans. Looked a little bit mortal in a few of their games, and of course, a few of the rounds kind of went very, very close for some of the games that TGG Titans played. If anyone can do it, I feel it's Endgame Sumner to maybe upset TGG Titans this evening.
Yeah, we'll see if they are going to be able to do it. You know, they've definitely got some red-hot competition that they are going to have to account for. Definitely eager to see if they can bring their best to the fray here. But let's take a look at our TGG roster right now. We've got APRA, ASM, Termink, EAC, and Cheishi. You've seen them all before, you get to see them again. And I'm super duper keen to see who's going to be able to perform tonight, because, you know, we've seen some pretty stellar players coming out from all of these guys individually, right, Tony?
Yeah, we've seen some great individual performance, I believe, out of Cheishi in the first few weeks. We saw Terminic really kind of shake it up a little bit as well in that controller role, showing a lot of Astra in a few of these weeks, and definitely showing that TGG Titans aren't afraid to kind of adapt and kind of mix and flow as the games progress. And as well, EAC, ASM have showed super well as APRA. Of course, has TGG Titans overall. Just, I guess you can't really individually pick them out, because Cheishi, the duelist, always you kind of sing on that duelist player to really show up. But TGG Titans overall have been winning games as a team.
That's right, and that's the main thing, isn't it? Teamwork makes the dream work, and they are doing the very best they can to make their dreams come true here. So definitely eager to see if they are going to be able to perform with Titan-like plays coming in to tonight's proceedings. But obviously, Tony, we've got another roster that we need to look at as well tonight. And let's take a look at Endgame Sumner right now. We've got Daedalus, Alexa, Guts, Jadeno, and Extreme.
Yeah, this roster, we're seeing a little bit out of Endgame in a few of their games. Unfortunately, not as many wins on the board in, you know, the last few weeks. But Daedalus has definitely impressed me on that kind of initiator role that he's been playing, the Sober a little bit here for Endgame Summoner. And as well, Calls to Guts, I believe, has also been playing super well. Jano as well on that kind of fill role. He can kind of play a bit of the controllers as well, a bit of the Sentinels when called for. So Endgame Summoner, I feel a team that just needed a little bit of time, a little bit of practice to really get the prep in. You can see them in front of your very eyes.
There's Daedalus, Tony.
There's Daedalus in the background there. He's looking pumped. Everybody here looking ready and willing to go in just a little bit. Of course, XP Clubs down at the LAN setting for this evening, Matt. This should be exciting.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be absolutely incredible. Definitely eager to see how these players pump themselves up, you know. They got that pre-game focus there. You see one of the players doing some pre-game DMs. Maybe they need some messages of confidence from some of their homies. I feel that, Tony. But yeah, let's take a look at what the maps are going to look like for our game.
Yeah, best of 3 territory means we get to see 3 maps, not just one, but Haven's definitely going to be in there, Matt. Of course, we can see the bands coming through. TGG taking out Fracture, Endgame, and then going to be taking out Split. Lotus and Pearl taking out of the pool. So we'll see Ascent, Haven, and Bind. Kind of, I guess, what we've seen out of this season so far, at least for both of these teams. TGG Titans, well at home on a map like Haven. Ascent, though, I really like this pick being brought into the table. And, of course, Endgame getting to start on that defense side. You feel they're going to bring a very quick rotate style that maybe TGG Titans get caught off by. Of course, TGG Titans we saw in the first week. Very close game on Ascent, just unfortunately fell victim at the end there. And then Haven Bind, Matt, I'm really liking the kind of split and more execute style of play that we're seeing for both of these maps.
Divide and conquer, you could say, and definitely eager to see how it's going to be played out if we do get there towards the bind side of things. But Obviously starting out on Ascent, we'll see how these players ascend into greatness to try and kick things off with a bang here. Definitely eager to see the nooks and crannies of the map, you know. Always love to see the little pre-game fly-throughs, you know. You might see a giraffe on the wall, maybe you see something else. Always good to have, you know, just those cool little things that you don't normally get to see in the game.
Yeah, and as well, I want to quickly allude to the fact that we talked about TGG Titans not being, I guess, the most comfortable on Ascent. At least they haven't picked it, or they've banned it in some previous weeks. They're the ones to pick it in this first map this evening, so maybe a little bit of confidence showing here, and as well, Endgame picking up Haven, maybe feeling a little bit more confident in their Haven after their previous few weeks. If we do end up on Bind, I feel it's going to be interesting, because I don't think we've seen Endgame yet on Bind. I believe we've seen a game out of the TGG Titans on that map, so it's going to be, I guess, Endgame kind of playing for that early lead, getting a strong start on the defense side on Ascent, and then closing it out from there.
That's it. We'll see if they can manage to do it, though, Tony. Definitely going to be a hard task ahead, to say the least. I'm curious if we'll see the new agent come through in this one. You know, we saw a bit of it come through in the previous instance there when it first came out, ISO. So definitely eager to see if we can see ISO make its way through into this one as well. Going to be a fun one. But, Tony, how do you expect this one might go? Do you think it might be a 2-0? Do you think it could go all 3? What are you feeling about the pacing of this map before we get into it?
I definitely feel heavily towards TGG. We've seen a bit of a slow start from them in some of their games previously, but when they show up and when they're feeling on fire, they look locked and loaded. As you can see in the background there, the players loading into the map, so we should not be far behind going into the agent selection mat. And whether we see ISO, it is definitely going to be locked in by Chaishi.
There it is. Speak of the devil, and they shall appear. Eager to see how they implement this one into their play. Definitely feel like ISO has its potential, can really rely on its capabilities, especially being able to isolate players away from like a spike defusal, for example, or just away from their teammates in general. Real 50-50 moments, but obviously it is going to be complemented by a lot of utility and a lot of aggression alongside it. Same can be said on the other side of things. Curious to see how the Brimstone's going to perform on this one. You don't really see too much Brimstone these days, but hey, it's back.
Yeah, you definitely don't see a lot of Brimstone on Ascent of all maps. Normally Astra, normally a bit of Omen. We've seen a Flex pick a Vibe here or there. Not every day we get to see a Brimstone. Here we go, Matt. 5-3 Endgame versus TGG Titans. And of course, this is our semi-final number 2. We'll be seeing the first semi played later this evening. And, well, Matt, interesting. Bringing out the ISO, Chaishi. ASM going to be on the Jet. No double duelist. You feel ISO not really a kind of duelist role filled out. Normally a little bit more of an initiator. And, of course, bringing the Sova to the play, very much expected from both of these sides. So, Pistol to kick it off, some Ghosts, and maybe a potential Sheriff here for Daedalus. A very aggressive buy to start.
We'll see if the Sheriff is going to be coming to town now. Daedalus, ready and waiting. Has been marked vulnerable. Lines up the shot, not able to lock it in. Trying their best to push through now. Good aggression from TGG here. Jaden already, though. Trying to blow it through. Nice shot from Daedalus there. Does get traded by Chaishi. More could be on its way, but the spike is now in play.
Yeah, Spike's planted out in the open, not towards the back of Generator or even the front of Generator where we normally see it planted. This gives so much room for the TGG Titans to play this post plant. You can play a few towards the underneath of Heaven. You can play Chaishi aggressive towards that door angle. You're going to be trading out Chaishi down into the 3v3. Still so much more room for Endgame to take, though.
So much more potential, and they might not even get a chance to take it. Trading out. Oh, when in doubt, a Rhythm comes out. 1v1 situation now, trying to tap the defusal here. See if they can use the Headhunter. Sticking it through. Oh, they've pulled through. Somehow, someway, Termink goes down. Trying their best, but unfortunately it's not enough. Rhythm is out of here, and TGG will take round number 1.
Yeah, valiant effort there from Rhythm, using that headhunter, trying to find the shots. Was able to find them in the end, but the time was of the essence. The TGG Titans played that one to a T. You saw Derming not having the swing until the very, very last moment. Strong round for TGG Titans on the board, meaning Spectres to come out. Full armor and Bulldog here for EAC. Very interesting full purchase. A little bit confident to start this one off. Endgame though. 3 on the chamber means the Tour de Force comes out another. Quick one on Termic.
Yeah, decent stuff there. He's going to be traded out nice and quickly as well. Same can be said of Alexa. And Alexa, intruder alert. And they will certainly take action promptly. See if they can take a bit more though. Apra just getting isolated there. Does manage to come away with the kill and the man advantage though. But Endgame definitely done a really good job so far of keeping the players on their toes.
Aggressive shock darting here from Apra. Gonna be lining up one. Going all the way over towards Market. Suspecting that either endgame player is coming that direction, but slow walk to stairs. Chasey spots the first. Okay, no. Not long for this. Life EAC with the Bulldog. At a very close range. Normally you don't see a Bulldog used like that.
Order celebration.
Chasey.
We're not done yet.
And TGG Titans picking up their second.
Yeah, taken away. Lucky number 2 this time around. Got this tag on the wall. Ready to watch their opponents fall. We'll see if Endgame can pull it together now that they've got the full buy coming through though. Vandals are plenty and armor to follow. And obviously TGG, their buy is still going to be pretty strong around. You know, they got a couple of Spectres there, the Bulldog. Not much else, but if they lose this round, then definitely can change that quite easily with the amount of money that they have accumulated here. Looks like they are splitting it up towards A at the moment, leaving a sentry towards the B hole there, just in case someone tries to make a push through, but eventually they're going to congregate onto this A site. If they can get this pick on a Jadeno to open it up, maybe even their teammate behind them could be huge. They should be able to get spike plant. Speaking of, Jadeno's down, but they're not actually committing to it.
And not actually committing to it. TGG Titans taking control of mid. ASM with a great shot. Now looking to rotate up through short side, and well, Rhythm's there. Cloudburst off, doesn't actually stop him from seeing all too much, and Rhythm able to spray down for 2. Terminic able to trade it back. TGG Titans set their sights on A, and the lurk here from Chasey is great. Long range of the Spectre's probably not the best. Has to reload, forced to back off 30 HP. Gonna be using that wall to walk up. Destabilize as well, try to get these vulnerable players low, soften up for the rest of TGG Titans.
Yeah, I really love this, honestly, because now the defenders have to retake and think about multiple angles at once. They could be coming behind them or in front of them. They really have to pick and choose their battles, but now they've taken out Chasey. One less element to worry about here. They now spot another. Might not be aware of Terming's position, but that smoke definitely going to put them in a good place, but it is going to be Terming getting the kill there. Oh, surely on for another. Yes, they are! Clutching it out! Oh my gosh, I can't believe it, Tony. I thought it might not have been a possibility, but TGG, they run it back.
Yeah, another round goes to TGG, and it's Terming once again in the clutch, Matt. You have to give this guy credit. Showing up huge for TGG Titans so far, and playing the time, playing the space, playing the angle perfectly. TGG Titans for 3, and I have to give credit to Chasey as well. That lurk over to B kept those 2 endgame players. They were forced to turn, and well, he may not have found the kills with the Spectre, but he let them know that they are in a world of hurt if they keep this up. This slow style of play from TGG Titans now looking to be accelerated. After that for Daedalus. Has to back off. Contingency sent out. They can walk into the site with that wall up.
Wall up. And it gets knocked down. Smoke's going to be dissipating as well. Apra maybe getting a slither of a pixel there, knowing that they're trying to push through from the defender spawn here. ASM's got a good angle though. Does spot one. Opts to fall back with the cloud burst. So at least now they've got a bit more intel. Trying to play together. Grouped up in the boathouse there. Still got one running along the speedway as well in EAC. So Endgame really going to have to put the hard yards in. Ooh, good peek into it. Doesn't get traded out, though. Nice positioning from Eyak there. Pops to reposition, see if they can push up towards the short side of things. ASM going to be traded out as well. Yolimut, good on the Marshall there. Looking for more, and it will be TGG clawing it all together. Taking round number 4.
Yeah, great kills from Apra there to close it. And I got a little bit worried there for TGG Titans. Normally you don't want to be playing 3 towards that back boathouse. You kind of want to spread your members, maybe play 1 towards logs or B main, 1 on that speedway, and then maybe, of course, 1 holding the stairs, 1 towards the back site. You know, spread them out a little bit. But TGG Titans, they seem to make it work. They've got ultimates as well online. We've got the Hunter's Fury. We've got the Cosmic Divide. It's 1 away from the Orbital, which could come in good effect, considering how TGG Titans have been funneling themselves into these aggressive peak angles. You can see Orbital Strike very much come to fruition in a future round. But for the moment, ASM, once again on this operator, is getting super aggressive down mid.
Yeah, really giving it their all there, and Daedalus capitalizes, pushing through the smoke, very cheeky with it, but TGG not letting up, not trying to slow at all. Will be cut out by a bit of utility though, and Alexa, good timing on that smoke just activating there, finds another kill. TGG definitely getting caught off guard this time. Curious to see how they're going to react though. 4 players stacked onto the A site. Well, not for long. 3 now remain. Good timing for Apra. Playing around the Cosmic Divide, finding 2. Maybe they can pull this together. They might even spread it back towards the A site, but no. I see what they're doing. They're running it back towards middle. Might even go through towards B. If they can get this kill, it would be huge. Yes, they will. That's an open site, but they don't know that. They're going to have to clear it, and time is ticking here.
Yeah, it's a great read from TGG Titans, but yeah, as you said, they don't know that this site's completely open for the taking. They're going to have to clear all the angles. The pings are going towards box, back, boathouse, everything. Spike goes down, lockdown's available. Every bit of util here for Tim Nick. It's about how you play some double swarm onto the spike, swarm up onto stairway, turret on the laneway. It's up to Chase. Full HP with a contingency.
Teleport's ready.
Could be super effective here in shutting down this walk up here, clearing back. B main. Chase just looking about in that sky. Smokey's going to swing on through. Nobody's going to expect the swing. Missed shots. But he's found the killing blow. That's all that matters. Terminic taken. And turret's disabled. And so the swarms.
No distractions.
And here comes the kill contract. It's the 1v1 for the round. And it's going to be down to the wire rhythm. Able to find the shots, but is the time there? I don't quite think so, Matt. The kill contract might have locked it in for another round for TGG Titans.
This is exactly what I was talking about in the pre-game, being able to use that utility on the ISO there in order to just get those last few seconds through, and it works out wonderfully for the side of TGG. If they didn't have that utility at their disposal, definitely would have been an endgame round, but it's definitely impressive how TGG were able to adapt around that situation and really leaves endgame wondering here. They're back to the drawing board on their economy, and they have to try and string together some rounds before the conclusion of the half here, and it's already a treacherous path.
Revealing area.
And a treacherous start for the end game side. They were really wanted to take this one off. And it's going to be a lockdown. It's going to be a straight hit towards the A site. Our drone here, Alexa. A great off angle. Using that Sheriff, can see a few players. The contingency, though, to eat shots. And Alexa's just going to be sprayed down, peppered through that back side box. And it's free for the TGG Titans endgame. They don't really have all too much to bring to this retake either. No guns in their disposal. Just going to be straight shots with the pistols here. Dink straight away from ASM. Looking at for a little bit more. Got a little bit overheated, Matt. Really able to trade it back.
Last player standing.
Trade it back, and it will be Apra to close it out. Lucky number 6 now for TGG. Endgame. Stuck out on the eco there, but at least now they're able to bring some flair back onto the table, as they've got a full buy to come through now. Vandals and the Phantom there for ultimates to complement their arsenal as well. Eager to see if they might be able to swell together and calm the storm here to take a round of their own on the defense, because it just seems like TGG have their number. You know, they definitely keep it close and competitive, but TGG have been able to continually edge it out time and time again here. And I'm curious to see if Endgame might be able to stop them in their tracks.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. You can see turret set up for the flank. Early out drone. Destabilized. The double tap. She's locked in right now. There's a split take towards A. Seems to be where they want to go. Another one from Chase to secure the armor. Taken out, traded. Eak's there already, and TGG Titans once again. They hit A flawlessly with no one to stop them at the moment. Jaden though, quick trades out. It's down to the 1v1, and Eak all the way deep short. Can play for the post plant, and this is where Jaden really needs to secure this round for endgame right now, Matt. You can see Swarm goes over. Concussion. And Eak has rotated all the way around through A main, but this might just be a little bit too long and too late. Round secured by Jaden though. Eak. Timing's unfortunate.
I got money. Anyone need
Too little, too late, and they will shut the gate on that round. Admire the patience coming through from Endgame to close that one out. Definitely needed it, and now they've managed to take that first step forward. We'll see if they can take a few more to hit the ground running here, as we will be jumping in to the next round now, round number 8 of this first map here. Definitely eager to see how they try and overcome this. It looks like it's going to be a B push to come through. Rhythm, good start there, forcing themselves all the way back. Terming trying to shoot them through the wall there, not going to be able to catch them this time. Endgame definitely going to be chuffed with having the man advantage, and they've rotated everybody as well, pretty much. She's going down, so it's not necessarily a bad thing, Tony.
Yeah, not a bad thing right now for in-game. Turret's holding the flank once again here for TGG. Two players over towards the ace site. TGG could look to rotate. They need to find some info, some inkling. Alexa spotted in towards that box angle. Presence detected. KO Knife is good. Rhythm able to spot Apra going for a deep lurk through mid, and this feels like TGG Titans have kind of surrendered this one off the back of just that opening pick from Rhythm.
Honestly, couldn't agree with you more there, Tony. The opening pick definitely put things into full swing in this round, and it's really forced TGG to reconsider their options here. Like, they're in for a 2v5 right now, probably just going to save it out. They're already just slowly but surely creeping around middle here. Alexa might peek if they're lucky, but maybe not. It doesn't look like it's going to happen this time. We'll see if anyone else might find them, though, as they creep closer towards this A side here. Oh, speaking of, they do get spot there. Daedalus going to be able to shut one down, trade it out quickly, and Rhythm will be able to find the kill in the end. So TGG find one kill in that round, but nothing more than that. Definitely going to be a bit to be concerned about if you are on the TGG side, as you would expect that they would be able to play a bit more composed and poised to have a recipe for success. But in that round, they've started to come undone a bit, and Endgame are capitalizing through and through.
That's a good
Yeah, you feel as well in the lane setting, you give more rounds to Endgame than they would have initially thought. It could be disastrous. Confidence starts to flow, the fist pumps start to go. Endgame,
I cannot use that.
sky's the limit at that stage. Still a few rounds separate them and the TGG Titans, and we've seen TGG Titans in this situation before. They get to an early start and then they kind of give it up a little bit and they surrender a few rounds in a row, and we could be in an even half. Matt, TGG Titans needs to lock it back in, refocus that same sort of swagger that we saw at the start from them. It's going to be another set hit towards the A site. It's going to be a split with the Cosmic Divider. A sense from Eak on the lurk. Daedalus, he sensed some blood in the water. It's going to be the first though from Apra. And walk on to TGG Titans towards the A site.
Walking on Sunshine, and they do find a bit of the darkness as Chaishi will be going down there. Orbital Strike to come through, does delay the plant a little bit. Good to give themselves a bit of time to retake here, but ASM watching patiently. Catches Rhythm as they're trying to approach the site. Eak now playing that lurk roll. Looking to go around the back line here. Endgame might not expect this, and if they play their cards right, TGG might be able to just wipe them out before they can really even get onto the site. Speaking of, though, they are starting to make moves. Jadeno finds one, ASM trading, more to come. Iak, good flank there, and ASM will be able to back it up, locking in round number 7 for TGG. So a well-played round once again. They're back in their groove.
Yeah, great round there from TGG. You saw it all start to come together once Apra found that pick on short. They were able to pick off these members piece by piece. Site was open for the taking. We've got ultimates now online, and this is where it starts to get scary because we've got some for endgame. It's the Tour de Force. It's the Hunter's Fury. As well, Daedalus on the Blades. It's had a quiet game so far. We sung praises at the start. Maybe just warming up into this one, Matt. TGG, once again, it's a potential split towards short. At least that's how it seems so far. Daedalus already popped. The Blades can hear the hunting drone. It's going to take them both out. Swift, sharp shots. Daedalus is going to get away as well.
Get away for now. Ooh. Trading blows still, though, towards the top of the platform there. ASM playing a dangerous game. 11 HP. Many dreams waiting to come true here. No one gave enough to go for it just yet. Daedalus does finally get shut down. Getting a bit too close to the sun that time. Chaishi gonna be happy with it. ASM, ooh, playing the game again. Knows Alexa is in through towards the library there. Towards the mid connector. We'll see if they are going to peek any further, though. I like this crossfire they got set up there. Alexa and Jadeno, knowing that if anyone gets into their line of sight, they can support them, back them up. Speaking of, there you go, backs them up. Their teammate gets knocked down. They're able to trade it out and maintain that man advantage now. 1 versus 3. They've got eyes on exactly where Chaishi is at the moment. They're already looking to try and start to reposition a little bit. They can engage from through towards short as well as through towards the mid-con there, should they choose to. Luckily for Chaishi, they did have an escape avenue, and they're going to opt in for it. They realize maybe this round is lost after all. They can live to fight another day, keep their primary in hand, and hope to go for another one heading into the next one.
Yeah, it's an interesting round overall. Kind of evens the scoreline a little bit. You know, 3-7, still heavily in favor of TGG, but endgame, with that round, they've got money still to buy, and for TGG, the economy starts to dwindle a little bit. You've got Apra on the Light Shield Vandal, and Termic will have enough to buy, but around $2 grand to about TGG Titans, endgame, sorry, 2.5, and still ultimates aligned. Kill contract, Chaishi wants to take the fight to rhythm early, not going to let him peek B main this time. He's going to find him early on. Chaishi wins it out while the rest of TGG Titans storm into the site with that Cosmic Divide up. Matt, they've got all the cover and all the room.
That's it. Freedom for them at the moment. They're going to be flashed out. More fun could be on its way as well. Spike goes down. It's going to be holding steady. Good timing from Alexa there. Catching them just as the ultimate deactivated. Chaishi, good peek. Will be traded though. Alexa, not giving up on that angle just yet. Saw Iak. Not able to strangle out the kill though. They know that someone's going to be behind them. Well, maybe not anymore. Alexa is gone. And many more players remain here. Speaking of, they get knocked down. KO. ASM peeks through Boathouse and will be able to shut them down with sheer success.
I felt like I was in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Matt. That was a swift blow from TGG. That's how you want to do it. Keep the confidence down. Keep the rounds going. 13-9 here for ASM. Matched by rhythm, though, I have to say. Super solid performance on the chamber so far on this defense side. And, well, for TGG, very interesting attack coming out of them with the, the ISO coming into play with that kill contract. You can kind of pick off a member early and then take a site from there if you know that there's only one player, or at least one player playing a rotate position. Hunter's Fury flying across as TGG Titans use that contingency and then walk it in.
Yeah, they're going for it. Send it. And they will do just that. Good trade to come out there, keeping it down in the 4v4 now. Endgame, all going to be surrounding the site though. It's going to be dangerous from the get-go here. ASM ready for a peek though. Already found Jaden, looking for more to add to the chopping block here. Alexa opts in for the Hunter's Fury. Will catch Abra. Tour de Force, good to be utilized as well. Daedalus going to be traded out there. Same can be said of ASM. Looking for more. Alexa trying to use the Owl drone here. No one going to be spotted this time. Rhythm thinking about it. Does have a shorty available. Trying to see if anyone is going to peek the way through. Both going to be in hell at the moment. Good crossfire. One gets spotted out. The other not so much. Terming. Good kill there. Oh, the lockdown could be big if they opt in for it. Speaking of, they will. Lockdown. Not going to be enough to stop them though. Love the patience on Alexa. Pushing it to halfway. And then they get the kill. They'll go for the other half with plenty of time to spare. Unlucky there for TGG. They definitely had the right intentions in mind. But at the end of the day, they will be outplayed. And it is going to be us on for another half.
Yeah, that is, well, an interesting one. To close out the half, 4 for Endgame, 8 for TGG. And you start to think, you'd think TGG's comp probably a little bit more for the defense side. You've got the Killjoy, you've got the Astra, and as well, you've got Chasey on this ISO. A lot of util, and a lot of stopping power behind this TGG comp. Endgame, they're going to have to go quick, and they're going to have to go swiftly to dispatch these members, take out that util in this pistol. You can see the Sheriff buy once again for ASM. My eyes are on Eak, already suppressed by the 0 point. He needs to back off the laneway with a frenzy in hand. Bit of an aggressive buy. Thwarted in the moment though are Endgame.
Thwarted in the moment, and we'll see if they are going to be able to thwart the defense that is going to be before them here. Is TGG thinking about a flank? I like the idea they have here. ASM getting very close to mid-link there. Chasey also baiting. So could be good for them. Playing that information game, you know. Trying to see if they can get them to force it out just a little bit here. And Chasey's still going to hold steady. Waiting. Ooh, good patience from Rhythm though. Playing that game of peekaboo. And it will work out in the end. Speaking of though, trades will come out. But there's still plenty more to come.
Spike down at B, ASM. Spots him cross through the laneway. 2 players apiece, Daedalus. A little bit less healthy than the rest. And it's going to be just a split approach. 1 through laneway, 1 through stairs. Use the turret as a pseudo third member. The Headhunter's pulled out 3 bullets in the chamber. Just needs to find 1 to the dome. Forced to swap to the Ghost. Apparently pull that pistol back out. ASM fighting Daedalus and Rhythm. Now, taken out by ASM. Some sharp shots on the pistol. Matt, you kind of back him with the Sheriff buy. You start to think, you know what? It's not as aggressive as a buy if he's just able to find headshots like that.
That's it. If they're able to find headshots like that, definitely going to be a recipe for success in TGG. Very keen to try and get their hands on that recipe and try and continue their success so far. We'll see what they're going to be able to manage to do though, considering endgame mostly going to be ecoed out here, so TGG's chances at double digits are greatly increased just as a result of that, but you never know. Still do have a chance to overwhelm them here. ASM going to have a lot of hard work to put in when the barrier comes up.
Yeah. Early Astral start. Great call from Eak. Sensing TGG Titans slow crawl. Approach towards the A site. Sky Smokes to come in. More than sets in stone that is going to be the A take, especially with all the footsteps now being heard. Terminic has the setup towards the front site. You've got that swarm. You've got, of course, the alarm bot as well to be followed up with. Guard does spot Terminic. And there's the swarm. There's the shots. It's going to be first from ASM. And quick trades come back as the cavalry arrives here from heaven. And Chasey sending out the contingency. Running themselves out of heaven right now. That spike has not gone down. JC doesn't need a move, and neither does Iak for the moment, but they get a bit antsy for that read sake, Matt, and they're forced to pay for it with the round. 5 now to endgame.
Definitely good for them to pick themselves up at this stage. Only going to be 4 rounds between them at the moment, and may very well close that down to 3 at the conclusion of this round here. We'll see how the economy goes though for both sides. TGG going to be pretty desperate economy-wise at the moment. They've got the judge, the sheriff, whatever other pistols they please. We'll see what they are going to be up to, and if anything is running amiss here, as Daedalus try and peek their way through middle, pondering on the angles right now, just ready and waiting for anyone to make a move, even if it's so slight.
Ever so slight. Daedalus might have to read that Chaishi's in that corner. Has heard Apra's footsteps though. So attention is turned to Apra. This is where Chaishi can make a big move. The reload. Brimstone there to back up Chaishi on that swing. Daedalus. The rest of endgame. Plan in motion. It's a hit towards the A site. The question is, do they clear Terminic in this close corner with the pistol? Able to find Jay? No, but trades back. Iak finds one in the return, and well, endgame, it's not as a free sight as they would probably expect, but Rhythm and Daedalus able to collect them. Even up the scoreline a little bit closer. Another round on the board for endgame.
Another one bites the dust there and will bring us to the 6-9 scoreline now. Endgame desperately trying to make a push here to try and keep themselves in the game at this stage. Try and see if they can push forward to be the best of the best here. It's definitely been troublesome, but the day is not over yet. And speaking of, both teams full buys at the moment. Ultimate scarce for the time being, but that will quickly change as soon as someone gets an ultimate charge orb or a kill to come through. See if Apra is going to be the first one to find that line of sight. No, it's going to be Chaishi this time. Iak about to join in as well. Ready, steady, and it is on for the killing blow. And let's see if they can find a few more kills. It's almost been so far as a trade, and Rhythm will ring it true to endgame.
Yeah, I like this off angle though from Apra. That dart is going to force Apra to move, and that reveals his position more than the fact that he had to move.
Player standing.
And it's going to be shots. Great one from Alexa to clear that position. Felt like that was a good off angle from Apra for a second. But endgame, well immersed in their approach to the second half. How they can piece these rounds back in their favor. Termink forced to ponder. You feel an early round like this given up kind of gives TGG a little bit more time to talk about their future approach going into these rounds. It's a pseudo-tactical pause. If you lose a round quick like that, like, alright, back off, save the gun, stay safe. What went wrong? They start to break it down a little bit endgame. They start to slow crawl their way out of the site. But no exit going to be given to them. But a round nevertheless. 7-9, Matt. Endgame. Starting to feel good on this attacking side.
Yeah, I got to agree with you there. They're really getting into their rhythm here. I'm certainly impressed with how they've managed to compose themselves and get themselves to this point so far. They're taking many, many rounds here. Like, sure, TGG have managed to find an odd round or two here and there, but that gap is swiftly closing. And TGG, like we were talking about earlier, playing on that pseudo pause. Hopefully that's given them a little bit of discussion time at least. Just simmer on things. Figure out how they want to change things up heading into this round. Because, you know, obviously it's going to be a pretty minor situation. Like, they've got maybe a Vandal, some minor guns, nothing too crazy. So they can experiment a little bit on this one. But we'll see how things eventuate. As endgame look to push straight up to the A site. Guns blazing. They've got players to worry about still. They just don't know where they are going to be situated. But that answer will be quickly revealed as soon as this smoke dissipates. And the owl drone is going to be the kicker.
And the owl drone. It might set in stone where this hit comes through. Firming. It's going to be revealed on that 0 point, but they don't know the back site or towards heaven. Daedalus going to be clearing, looking for that one. Can't see the feet for the moment. Terming's able to find it, trade it back. Daedalus did tag him up. Now the blades are out. ASM's in the play. Jano traded. 2 players towards the generator. You can see the TGG Titans slowly start to make their approach back on this site. With very limited util, very limited guns at their disposal. Alexa takes an shock dart towards the door. ASM able to jiggle that one out. Frenzy long range from Iyak. And YOLO, it's taken out by Jaishi. The pistols do it in their stride. Matt, TGG Titans picking up around they shouldn't.
Gonna be chuffed with that one, Tony.
Saving money is good.
Really impressed how they were able to work together. Looking at Unico there. The unicorn. Love that for Chaishi. But definitely going to be satisfied with how that round played out. You know, they were egoed out, but they managed to string it back, get a bit of cash back in their pocket. And we'll see if they can use it to their advantage. One thing to note, endgame, full belt of ultimates right now. So definitely a scary situation to be in if you're TGG, especially after winning a round like the previous one. It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if endgame just commit, go all guns blazing into this one and try and see if they can swing that momentum back into their favor to keep things to just a 2-round advantage. TGG there, maybe even that can continue like this, but it's all up for questioning. And Rhythm, a grand start. Chaishi, good for the trade as well though, but Jadeno doing a bit of the same. So, trades left, right, and center, favoring endgame to begin.
Now you come to play. You're dancing with the tour de force there from Rhythm. Apra going to be holding this off angle towards the market. He's heard the footsteps. He's going to know that endgame are looking to approach. Iyak there, quick to trade. Knows that Apra might be in a one and done position. Now Iyak's in that same spot.
Recalling my bot.
Everybody util recalled here from Termnick. Unfortunately, playing that A side, being the anchor, forces you to put all your eggs on that one site. It's 1v3 here for Termnick. It's very hard to win with all 3 players playing the boathouse. More than assuredly it'd be Raps.
And they will be shut down by Rhythm there promptly. So, nice way to close it out for endgame. Definitely going to be happy with how that one played out. Only committed a couple of ultimates to the cause as well. So, they've still got room to play with for the remaining ultimates they've got there on the KO, Brimstone, and Sova. We'll see if those see the light of day heading into this next one though, or whether we might see some defensive ultimates committed here in the Cosmic Divide and or the Hunter's Fury there. It's all going to be up for discussion at this point, but time is up and the barrier is up as well. A-site, side of choice here, good spot from ASM. Ooh, a bit overzealous there, peeking into it, being found by the Goon Squad. See if they can find a few more though, as they have isolated the site with the utility and are looking to go straight for a plant here. Terming, ready to counter though.
Yeah, that door's been broken.
Trap destroyed.
Null commands run out. And site retake is on. Interesting position here. 2 players towards the generator Rhythm. And we play that closed door. 2 players to swing heaven here from the side of TGG Titans. It's Jaishi. Finding first on a Rhythm, but Alexa traded it back. They're ready in the positions, willing to trade. Iyak. Good played on that off angle by Jano. It's actually Daedalus to find it. An endgame. Find themselves number 9 map, and this is one away from being all tied up. TGG Titans running out of steam on this defense side.
That's it. They've ran out of gas. Nothing there to bring them back at the moment. See if they can manage to find themselves again. Heading into these last remaining rounds here, because if they keep up like this, they could even head towards, dare I say, OT. We'll see how things play out now, though, heading into the buy round here. Endgame, just holding on plat for the moment. Ready and waiting for what TGG might look to bring to the table here.
That one's dead.
It will be a good start already. Endgame, nice start. Chase's out, and more could follow around these corners.
Got to concealment.
Yeah, Yak needs to now be a little bit careful. Our drone out. Yak, you kind of feel you have to back yourself to just take that fight. You can't really run away once you're spotted on that owl drone. Great trades and early 2 picks here for Endgame. Gives them all the freedom to work with. They took out the mid player, they took out the short player. They can look to rotate up through A. Apra though, going for a quick flank. Able to trade it back, make it a little bit more even, but still this side's on lock here and on for the taking here for Endgame.
That's it. On for the taking. And ready to take it away. Hunter's Fury coming out from Apra there, trying their best to find somebody. Not going to hit anybody. Speaking of, Terming not going to do any damage either. So, dangerous round again for TGG here as Endgame. Even it up at 10 apiece now. And it's anyone's game at this point. 3 rounds in a row and either team could win.
Yeah, this is getting a little bit scary. You sense that Rhythm was really starting to pick up some pace, especially after we saw such an aggressive Chamber take such aggressive fights over towards B main. He gets a little bit more scary now that he's on that attacking side, and you feel the aggressiveness just keeps coming here. TGG Titans feeling a little bit small at the moment, only a judge and a few pistols across the margin. Endgame, got freedom to work with. They've still got a ton of ultimates online, and well, it's up to TGG to make a move, and that might have been the wrong one. Already losing a player early.
Definitely going the sting for them. We'll see if they can adapt and make could be called the right move. They got one player isolated in Boathouse. If they pick their timing right, might be able to play off them there, but I don't think it's meant to be here. Swinging into it, Terming at least takes one with them. I'll give them that. Nicely done for that part, but their teammates still got a tall order ahead of them. Fighting against players with the man advantage, and then some. Rhythm, absolute rip and tear on this map. Yak, trying their best at the moment. See if they can find those battles, isolate them into a 1v1 perhaps, but it's just not meant to be. Daedalus isolates into the 1v1, gets it done, and takes away the round for their team.
Sorry, only brought enough for me.
Daedalus. Endgame now at 11 and getting closer to their endgame mat. Of course, 13's the magic number. And this starts to get towards the territory of what we saw week 1. I believe it was TGG versus Griffith on this map. And, well, it was TGG coming out to a strong start. And Griffith kind of shook them off. And were able to take it from there. It was a very close scoreline like this one. TGG seemed to be cursed a little bit, but using that curse as their weapon. It's ASM starting off with a pick.
Yeah, started from the bottom, and now they're here. Going to be able to take away that opening pick and look to see if they can find any more. They're aware of where Endgame's been making plays here. And we'll see.
Shot that.
Here we go. Pushing straight through. Onto the side here. Endgame. Ready and waiting, Terming. Good to shut it down, though. Nice triple piece there with the Nano Swarm. Daedalus going to be able to adapt, though, but not too long. TGG strike while the iron is hot here and bring it back 11-11 now. Great timing on it. Keeping it close and competitive through and through there. But will they be able to pull through when it counts now?
Both teams, once again, at an even standing. Both teams with even buys here. You feel for endgame it would be a heartbreak. To claw all the way back. It was 8-4 still in the favor of the TGG Titans. Not as decisive as they would have liked, but it was still a valiant effort. Endgame. They clawed it all the way back. They took the lead. Now we're on for the fights. Bit of early A main aggression. Gonna be ceasefire with that smoke going up. And ASM, this is a very, very far forward position.
So far forward. We'll see if they get caught out here. Rhythm might not actually expect this at all. Like, they're not even thinking about this could be massive. Oh, they've done it. But they don't know there's a teammate. Oh, they've actually managed to dodge past it. I can't believe it. That is incredible from ASM. Love the commitment to the hustle, and it works wonderfully. But Jadeno couldn't find a wonderful kill as well, trading it back.
Yeah, that was how you want to take that fight and then back off. The cloudburst spaced perfectly with the dash, and it was hard to kind of spot. ASM there, Apra, chase sheet,
Spike down A.
ready to hold at will. Spikes over at A. There's one player out on B. Endgame
30 seconds left.
can have space to rotate back, but it is going to be hard with TGG Titans seeing the time. 20 seconds on the clock, all the way up through short already. Jano just needs to find a quick route. The spikes down mid. ASM and chase sheet. Now, but now time is of the essence. It's ticking down to 10. Recon's going to spot them both, but it's not going to matter. The kill contract's coming in. For good measure, it's chase sheet playing with fire. He's going to burn him. That's a very risky ultimate, especially at 11-11. You feel if
Match point.
Sova won that, Endgame could have, it's a slight possibility, won that round.
Yeah, they definitely could have. But, unfortunately for them, not going to be the case here. And let's see who's going to be able to take it away. Jumping in to what could be our final round, or what could be the last round before OT. It's all going to be...
You want to play? Let's play.
Standing here, ASM spotted out by Daedalus. Good start there. Uses the dash, trying to crash past here. See if they can catch that player. Oh, they will! ASM using the smoke to their advantage. Good trade to come through from Rhythm, though, just as quick. Trying to see now their team if they can advance through towards the B site. They got plenty of KJ utility that they need to worry about, though. But at least time's going to be on their side for the time being.
It's still a minute. Endgame. It's going to be an important fight here over towards A main. Alexa. Chasey. Finding it. Kill contract's not available, but still winning those 1v1s. And it's up to Endgame. With 3 remaining members. Still full kit of KO util. Returning. Hasn't busted. Swarm hasn't busted an alarm. ASM's taking a lot of damage over towards that mid hole. 0 point actually stops Dominic from popping any of the Ute cells, so he has to pop it early. Ready 1-for-1, but ASM. Breathtaking shot, jumps across with the blades. Yolo able to take it, and another fight down to the 1v1 once again. Chasey versus Yolo. Spikes down, and has Chasey play it. Slow crawl to the stairs. And Yolowit's holding that exact position. Switches over towards the laneway, and this could be disastrous. Getting up on that box now. Chasey's got the timing perfectly to find the 13th round for TGG Titans. Matt Chasey coming up clutch. And TGG Titans not thwarted this time on Ascent. They pick it, and they win it out.
A grand start to come through from TGG Titans there. Definitely had to work hard for it, but their hard work has paid off. And they are going to be very satisfied with the first map victory there. You can see some of the stats coming through now as well. Rhythm, definitely a key player on the end game side of things there. ASM as well for TGG there. Definitely going above and beyond. Leaps and bounds here. We'll see just how far it's going to go though.
Yeah, and I take a look at this, and I see 6 first bloods, 28 kills for Rhythm. A very, very strong performance out of Rhythm in this first game, and you sense that for TGG Titans, it gets a little bit harder going into that second map, with Rhythm probably now more fired up after a loss here on this first map. It's going to be TGG Titans looking to be locked in. ASM had a great game. Chasey as well. Huge performance out of both of them. And for TGG Titans, they they faltered there, Matt. That second half looked very, very rough for them, and they're going to have to dust that off going into this second map because you can't have a lead slip like that. It was 8-4.
It was. They had a significant lead there, and you'd think, by all accounts, by the way that they were playing in the initial stages, that they would have just sped ahead, but then they slowed down a bit, especially at the side change there. You saw Endgame really start to get into their element, start to get control of the game there, and it was looking so terrifying for the TGG side, but definitely eager to see how the pacing changes up heading into map 2. You know, maybe TGG, after getting the win, they carry a bit of momentum in them, a bit of wind in their sails, you could say. But maybe Endgame, they're feeling hungry after that one. They managed to take it that close. Who's to say that they might not even be able to take map 2 away?
Yeah, who's to say? Of course, we'll go to a quick break, and when we're back, it's going to be Haven just after this. You don't want to miss it.
Do you or your kids love technology, gaming and computers? Share that passion thanks to Endgame Esports. It's a great place to get together and enjoy these interests with other kids and like-minded enthusiasts. Play in teams, get mentoring or coaching, or just play socially. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant and many more. It's like a community sports club, but for gaming and technology. Endgame Esports at Sumner Road, Sumner, just off the Centenary Highway. Find out more and get in touch. Just search Endgame Esports online. Do you or your kids love technology, gaming and computers? Share that passion thanks to Endgame Esports. It's a great place to get together and enjoy these interests with other kids and like-minded enthusiasts. Play in teams, get mentoring or coaching, or just play socially. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant and many more. It's like a community sports club, but for gaming and technology. Endgame Esports at Sumner Road, Sumner, just off the Centenary Highway. Find out more and get in touch. Just search Endgame Esports online. Do you or your kids love technology, gaming and computers? Share that passion thanks to Endgame Esports. It's a great place to get together and enjoy these interests with other kids and like-minded enthusiasts. Play in teams, get mentoring or coaching, or just play socially. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant and many more. It's like a community sports club, but for gaming and technology. Endgame Esports at Sumner Road, Sumner, just off the Centenary Highway. Find out more and get in touch. Just search Endgame Esports online.
I can't wait. Say whatever you want to say. This one right here? Oh my goodness. This number is oh my goodness. Is this the real 2000? Oh, I'm having butterflies on. Oh, last one. My goodness.
a very long time. This is unreal. Is the interview starting right now, or is what's happening?
Oh, sweet.
Okay, madness. Alright. Oh, so we've got Spencer and we've got Bambi. Expense. Yep. Yeah, I got so much to talk about. Can't wait to hear about it. Holy smokes.
Here, Season 3, Week number 4 Finals Playoffs, Matsy and 2-Tap Tony coming back at you once again after our first map of our first series tonight. Tony, how are you feeling about it?
Yeah, very close affair. Sorry, there we go. I was muted, unfortunately. Yeah, very close affair from both of those teams. Of course, TGG Titans. Just it's some sort of curse match. They play Ascent every time, and it's very close. It's 13-10s or it's 11-10s. It's something else. But they were able to get across the board in the end. They didn't falter this time around, unlike last time where they did all the way back in week 1. So they're able to pull it back. So you have to give them props to that. Takes a lot of mental fortitude.
That's right, definitely a true test there. And speaking of tests, let's just speak to one of our other teams on the other side of the bracket. And we've got a special interview coming up right now.
Yo.
Welcome in, Bambi and Expense. How's it going, everybody?
I'm good. What's up, Matsy? What's up, 2-Tap Tony? Big fans. We watch your streams every day. Love the work you do.
Oh, it means a lot. Yeah, no, so you guys, we heard on the other end of things, quick victories, 13-0, 13-2 from what I've heard. How was that?
It's so free.
Yeah, like, it was just, I guess, fundamental Val. I think we've been showing it a lot lately, and, you know, it's just working for us.
And as my favorite quote from you guys, we have boxers, obviously. We got Fabe, and he's boxing them out like Muhammad Ali. So we got the hard carry. It's too good.
Love it. That's great to hear. I'm glad you guys are having a great time. And I guess heading deeper into the bracket here for the tournament, are you like afraid of who your upcoming opponent might be, or do you feel like you're feeling pretty confident heading through towards the end? Because I know you guys have had a thriller of a season, but do you think things might change up in the grand final?
It's always tough being undefeated because it's always going to be your game to lose, and. Yeah. But we're pretty confident.
We're prepared. We've put in the work. We've put in the effort. We've watched all our VODs. We've done our scrims. So we're prepared. Yeah. Feeling confident in that realm.
I think it'll come down to the first game. If we get momentum, like, we'll be easy sailing. But if we have a rocky start, I think we might like have a bit of a tough time.
Who's that in the back?
That is Boxers. That is Fabian. He said hi to 2-Tap Tony. And we wanted to. It's a debate. Half the team's on board. Me and Fabian, or Boxers, is totally on board. We wanted to change our names to 2-Tap Bambi, 2-Tap Boxers, 2-Tap Spencer for the last game. We wanted to hear your thoughts.
I'm a fan. Personally, I'm around it. Get the 2-Tap clan going.
Honestly, you could start your own org, and we'd leave Griffith in a heartbeat for it.
Oh, I don't know about that. Griffith need to lock you up, boys. You've got a solid team behind you. I want to pick your brain a little bit, because, of course, we've seen a little bit of ISO in the rotation. Do we potentially see that out of you guys going to the grand finals?
I don't really see it. Like, we've been like looking at it, and mainly it's an idea on Lotus for C-Site, where normally it's a bit easier to isolate like a Killjoy setup and easily like roll into a site with like the ultimate and the vulnerables and the barriers. But on other sites, it kind of just seems weaker than other agents if in our current setups. And it's a bit early in the works, just like say, but it might roll out on Lotus if we like.
It might. Also, the way our team works, we're a very, especially when it comes to attack, we benefit so much of a dive type agent, and Fabian is a very fast acting duelist, so his ability to be able to jump straight in there with a raise or a jet is invaluable, which ISO unfortunately doesn't offer to us.
No, that definitely makes sense, and really great to get some insight, I guess, into what you guys are thinking about and how you want to play this one out. I feel like, it's definitely going to be difficult for some teams to adapt to the speed that you're kind of bringing into the tables there. Tony, would you agree with me that the team maybe is a bit like Lightning McQueen?
Yeah, definitely fast off the track, especially Fabi there, of course, in the back boxes. Showing some great performance, and keen to see you guys in the grand finals. Of course, we've got one more game of this series. Who do you think's taking it home, TGG or Endgame?
They've got home court advantage. I unfortunately we didn't get to see the first game. So who won the first game? Because we were busy playing.
TGG won first game 13-11 on Ascent.
Yeah. I think these two teams are probably the most evenly matched here. I would probably say you're either in for a really close 3-game series or at least a really close second game. Like it's up in the air for me.
I think home court advantage. TGG, they've got all the friends and family around, so I think they take it home here.
Yeah, the room is packed.
The
with,
room is
like,
intense
with friends
in
and
there.
family in there. Yeah.
That's what you want, isn't it? Definitely great to see everyone getting around the competition, and I certainly hope that you guys have your supporters as well. I've got to say, we've definitely been supporting you since week 1, so
Thank you.
shout out to you guys.
We've been supporting you guys as well. I love the call-outs. It makes my day.
It does.
1, 2, diddly D. He's good for 3. I'll remember that one for the rest of my life. Keep it up, guys.
Thank you. You too. And Tony, do you have anything else?
No, that's it from me. Any final shout-outs from you guys? Any quick thank yous? Any?
Yeah, obviously. Team's been great. We've been bonding a lot over these last few games. We've been like hanging out a lot more in person, and
Yeah.
So shout out to all the boys that can't be here, and then I guess.
And big shout out to our manager Jet. He does a lot for us. He sets up our scrims. He organizes everything for us, and he shows up to all of our games. So big shout out to Jet, the G. He had work tonight, but he even came. He moved his shift. So shout out to Jet.
They're a real one for that. No, shout out to all your supporters there, and a shout out to Bambi and Expense for joining us this evening. Definitely great to get some words from you guys, and definitely very keen to see you guys play heading into next week in the grand final.
Appreciate you, Matsy. Thank you too, Tap. Love you both.
See you.
Cheers, guys.
Have a good night.
See you guys.
Have a good one. Thank you. And we're back, Tony. Really great to get some insight there from some of the players on Griffith.
Yeah, good to hear as well. Booking a lot of scrims out with their manager Jet, getting involved, and yeah, just building team synergy in and out of the game. You heard they've been hanging out quite a lot IRL as well, and I feel that's kind of an unsung aspect when it comes to a team game like Valorant. You kind of want to gel in and out of the server, and that's when you know your teammates' tendencies and where their kind of weak points falter, and you can kind of build each other up from there. We definitely see Griffith from week to week out build each other up and really show some strong performance.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like a family dynamic to teams, that we may have seen in the past. A good example, which maybe people don't know about this one, but I'd say ShadowNet was a great example of that back in the day. So it's good to see that newer teams are kind of encompassing that kind of positivity and building each other up in order to do the very best that you can.
And of course, Matt, we're going to dial it back in. A great interview from Bambi and Expense there from Griffith. But of course, we're going to dial it back in. 1-0 to TGG Titans right now, but it was a close one. And well, as you heard from Expense and Bambi, it also might be a close one going into the second map. It's going to be interesting because we go back to Haven, and you kind of start to wonder how these teams are going to play it. TGG, do they come out to a roaring lead? Do we see ASM get really, really flashy on that jet pick? Do we see Cheishi back to the duelist, or will he kind of show us something new? Because we saw Cheishi on the ISO that first map. Had a little bit of an interesting performance, of course, a few very clutch ultimates, but overall it wasn't kind of what we expected, the flashiness that is this new agent.
Yeah, it definitely has kind of defined expectations a bit there, hasn't it? I really admired the utility of it that we saw in that last map there, but as we got, a bit of insight from Griffith about their thoughts on the agent, I can definitely see how it can be very situational, to some teams where it might work on one map, but maybe not so much on others. It's definitely really hit or miss. I feel like it's a bit of a roulette type character, wouldn't you say, Tony?
Yeah, very roulette. You can also miss that kill contract. Of course, these players, I don't think we'll be seeing them miss it. Very skill dependent ultimate though, and if you whiff it, it's a huge one to miss. Of course, a 7-8 point ult cooldown, and it's gone just like that. But of course, looking into this one, it's going to be Haven. I believe that is ASM currently dancing out on screen. He's jamming out.
Dancing with somebody, you could say, Tony?
Yeah, dancing with somebody. He's dancing with his teammates right now. Apra.
I love it.
And the rest of the gang there. And of course, on the left, Daedalus and Endgame. We're going to have to dial it in. It's kind of nerve-wracking playing directly across from your opponent. I feel like there's a lot of love. Of course, we heard from Bambi and Expense. There's a lot of love to all these teams at this event this evening. But, you know, you feel like there's going to be a little bit of competitive, friendly banter as well from both these teams, considering they're sitting so close to one another.
Oh, yeah. You're going to hear some screaming, for sure. Like, I can guarantee you're going to hear some screaming. You know, maybe there's some smack talk, friendly smack talk, of course, across the lane there. But we are going to be jumping in to Agent Select now for map number 2 here. And it is going to be Haven. We'll see if we can get the fly through for Haven there. Looks like we are
it's definitely a
ascent
right now.
at the moment. So we are going to Haven. It's not ascent, I promise.
Not again.
Not again.
At least
not
the
like
TGG
this.
Titans, they're probably not again, because that was a rough one. ASM, straight lock to the jet. Rhythm, I like the straight lock to the chamber. Considering they're on that attacking side to start off here on Haven, you can kind of, I guess, thread the needle a little bit more with those teleports. You can swap between whether you want to peek aggressively towards Garage or potentially get into the cubby towards C-Long. And TGG, not a whole lot has changed other than Chaishi going to the Rays. And as I guess Griffith kind of said as well, they're one of those teams that like to play very fast, very in your face. And I feel for a team like TGG Titans bringing the double duelist to a map like Haven, they kind of want to get flashy in your face. Defending side though, double duelist, not the I guess the greatest of picks, but we've seen it work. We've seen these duels kind of fight for some aggressive control towards either A-Long or towards middle. And Endgame awaiting the picks. It's going to be Daedalus onto the ISO, and Jaden swapping it up. No KO this time. It's going to be the Sky. Swapping up the composition once again, but it's Endgame this time on the ISO.
That's it. Switching sides, you could say. Curious to see if it's going to work out for them here. As, you know, hit or miss. Haven, maybe it works, but maybe not. Definitely curious to see this one put to the test there. And speaking of being put to the test, here we go. Both these teams are going to be tested jumping into Haven. Tony, it's the old classic, tried and tested map. You think of Haven, you think of the upcoming Valorant, and heading all the way through towards a fruitful future. So certainly eager to see how things play out here. TGG on the defense, Endgame on the offense. Let's get this road on the show.
The road on the show. It's yeah, as you said, Haven, a storied map. A storied map for OS especially. One of these maps that was, I guess, a lot of teams' bread and butter. I guess a lot of the earlier teams that employed a lot of heavy strategic prowess. My thoughts go back to Team Launch, ExoClan, of course, all the way back in the day when OS was just starting up in the competitive scene. Haven was kind of some of the best maps for some of those teams, and well, you feel Haven's been played so much that there's so much to take away from those VODs. And of course, we heard Expense and Bambi talk about a lot of research being done, and you feel like some of these teams, especially Endgame and TGG Titans, definitely want to be locked in and focused, and definitely correcting all their mistakes.
That's it, want to correct those mistakes and see if they can go for the high stakes here.
One enemy remaining.
Chaishi and Co. Off to a good start. Now isolating Yolawit. Oh, mate. That is dirty. They got to be feeling that one, Tony. That is mean.
Oh, man. Chaishi putting the shiv between the shoulder blades early on here in the first round of this second map, TGG Titans. Unfortunately, they don't get any kill bonus for that, Matt. That's the one unfortunate thing about getting a knife kill, but it's more for the BM factor. It's more for, yeah, I just did that to you, and I'm going to let you sit on that one for a few rounds. Endgame, dropping the pistol, unfortunately, not the way they want to start their campaign here on Haven. Just going to be a straight-up garage rush. This is going to be a well-timed paint shells here from Chase. Gonna stall them as well, sending out the bot here. Daedalus though getting in the face of Apra. That's what you want to do with the pistols. Play close and play up in front. Chase She's taken out, but that spike drops in the window. And it is a crunch into the garage here. The roar of the judge speaks no falter. TGG. The second round already on the board.
Yeah, off to a good start there. Definitely taking it all the way through here. Eager to see just what direction they look to take this one. Buy round coming out for endgame now, but considering the speed of this game so far, definitely curious to see if they can play catch up here. See what is going to be playing out now, though. As we hold steady, ready for the gates to open, ready for the battle to begin.
Yeah, important round right now. At least for TGG to keep their streak going. Endgame. Ooh, Judge, ASM. Ooh, I was not expecting that. I don't think anybody was. Yak. And ASM getting aggressive towards lower mid. Shot comes out from the Marshal. Apra spotted. Still going towards B, but there's still Ute still in place, and Termic has not moved a whole lot.
Yeah, not moving around so much at the moment, but that easily could be subject to change heading forward. Going to be utilizing ISO now. Run it back towards A main here. See if they can push it through. No one's on that site, so they've got a clear path ahead. Ooh, Termic caught on the rotate there. Love it. And let's see if they can do more with it. They have traded onto Rhythm, but they've lost the site. So ultimately, I'd say Endgame's won that one. We'll see if TGG can adapt, though. 2v3, it's not impossible, but it is certainly much more difficult.
Yeah, very difficult. Especially with Daedalus playing under Heaven. Both of the other two players playing towards the front of sight. He's going to be the bomb bot. Apra, though, first to find it, traded Graffiti. Apra, not ready for Alexa, unfortunately. The AI Overlords rule over Endgame for that round. First to their board, and as we said, Matt, an important one, because TGG, they get off to a 3-0 start, and then it could get snowbally very quick. Endgame picking up that one. Means it's still got guns to buy for this one. TGG, though, with just Spectres and such. Going to be now the rifles, and this feels like a more even playing field. And for Endgame, definitely interesting composition swap up, especially with the Sky. Very much like that character on Haven, Matt. Very diverse at how you can kind of set your teammates up for success with those guiding lights and, of course, the heal. Very good at getting your teammates healthy very quickly.
That's it. Get your teammates healthy very quickly. You're going to certainly need to maintain that health. And it looks like health is not going to be of the essence here, as two players have already met their demise, and more to follow. Jadeno, good to set things up for their team there. Get a lot of solid positioning through towards C, but they don't have spike control. This could be a bit problematic, Tony.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Yeah, because you're just going to put a star on it. Grab the spike, I dare you. At least try to. Yak and ASM. Scoped in. Ooh, don't want to be taking fights like that. And so early on, there's still 40 seconds. Endgame might have been gifted back the spike and might have been gifted back the round off of some over-aggression from TGG.
30 seconds left.
And Termic's trying to mind game this, but they're just gone straight to C. Nothing really to fake it out here. You reckon Termic has it? One player low. That's to isolate these fights. Daedalus looking towards long. Two other players also looking towards long. Daedalus turns his attention. Very hard to spot.
Hard to spot. and ready to go for the shot here. Terming tries to push into it, but they will be quickly shut down. And Endgame even it up nice and early here, 2-2. Let's see if they can pull through for a few more, as TGG's economy gonna head towards the floor here. And they need to pick themselves back up and try and rebuild from the ground up. But Endgame, they're ready to open the doors up and take that lead. Let's see if they can do it though, because just because we think they can do it, per chance, doesn't mean they can do it in reality.
It's you and me.
Yak. Shorty. It's you and me. Alright, now that kill contract, I believe, just came out. Don't think it hit. Doesn't really matter. Endgame. Up towards a... It's a player trapped in sewer right now. It's ASM. That Judge, the Guiding Light. And Tasmanian target spots. ASM. Cloudburst. Not worried about ASM for the moment, which is interesting. Because ASM could really put this round on its head. He's going to be cleared out towards the back, and ASM comes flying across. Three positions in Graffiti. Terminic finds Rhythm, and ASM finds Daedalus. What has just happened? It's Endgame dropping that round. And ASM, the hero from Sewer, to find a thrifty for TGG.
Amazing stuff. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle will be able to pull through and take down the Shredder there in order to take away a round. Definitely going to be happy with that one, Tony, and eager to see if they can bring more heroic plays to come on full display as we jump in to the next round now. Number 6 here. And the economy pretty decently spread across both teams for the moment. Yoluit just going to be holding out with their ultimate, you know, those blades. Means they don't really need a gun, so going to rely on that one. Let's see if it gets shut down immediately though. ASM very close at the moment. Love how far they're pushing as a result of that smoke there. They don't have supported teammates either. This is a one-layer defense towards the A side. EAC is at least rotating back. So now they've got a second line of defense if ASM does get shut down, because there's 5 players there. Sure, they can take down 1 or 2. Oh, this is massive. They've lined up for them. I can't believe that. They didn't check the right, and they have suffered the consequences. ASM took down 2. Oh, and they could find more. EAC.
Oh.
No. They made noise there. That's unlucky.
Yeah, you probably could have just waited. Didn't have to shoot out the TP, but Star's going to go down. Concussion is going to be swung into. It's 2 from EAC. That's not what you want to do. Line up to the defense. Now all of a sudden, Jaden, no. It was a retrievable round. Just had to clear out EAC in that sewer, but we gave him freebies on a silver platter. It's Guiding Lights 2 available here. But it's back B-side hole for Chaishi and Terminic. Map over towards an A site. It's hard to clear here. Jadeno. There's a turret. The swarms. There's 2 players. Guiding Light. Turret. Swarms. He's dead to right. Nothing really Jadeno can do there.
Spike's here.
Yeah, unlucky. Not going to be able to do much with that one at all. And TGG going to be able to rise up once again. Take number 4 here. And look to build upon their lead. Even more so now. We'll see if they can manage to push through a few more rounds heading towards the other side of the half here. They are on top for now, but doesn't necessarily mean that they are going to be. And we do head towards the ultimate conclusion of the half here.
You want to
They've got
play?
ultimate
Let's
advantage
play.
though. Let's see if they can play off of it now. It is going to be endgame, taking a bit of mid presence early on, trying to see if they can spot anyone out through towards garage. No one playing that angle though, so making use of utility to take control here. Maybe go for the split C take. Chaishi is on watch, however.
And so is Apra. Great trades, line up, shots, Jadeno.
One enemy
Able to
remaining.
trade one back with Chaishi. Once again, as Spike dropped for TGG. It's up to Rhythm. Well, before, not really too doable. Matt Terminic able to find it. Great shot. And I have to give credit here to TGG. They're identifying that they don't have to play in garage at all. They can just let Endgame have it. Know that they have to walk to them. Terminic's got that great position a great util placement towards the front of B site, that he can kind of hold this garage jump up if they hear it.
Yeah, it's good that they're able to adapt and position themselves like that, isn't it? Because they can play off that sound cue. Look to see if they can shut a few down off of it and go from there. Speaking of shutting down, though, ASM, good spot towards C long there, looking for more. Oh my gosh, that is a fumble. Dashing straight into them. They are going to suffer off that one. And Chaishi's been shut down as well. This is complete C-site control within the blink of an eye, Tony. And more so.
Spike planted.
And complete shutdown. Daedalus finds Terminic and... well, seems to be disastrous. And Daedalus continuing to find it. All bang. Go back from EAC. Star stalls the time. EAC can't really do anything about this. Astra v Astra. And the rest of Endgame in themselves, well, a great round to bounce back, because you felt like TGG Titans started to feel like a repeat performance of that first map in the first half. Getting out to an early lead, but doesn't mean that Endgame are done with it just yet. EAC finding an exit. Fortunate position there for Alexa. The rest of them good to save though. The spike. Ooh. Just singes the eyebrows a little bit.
Yeah, just a little singe there, you know. At least they're not fully burnt off, right, Tony? Yes, that would be unfortunate. Might have to squiggle some new ones on or something. Who knows?
Get a marker?
Yeah, you know, play around with it. Get a marker. Why not?
Fill out my mustache a little bit more as well.
Oh yeah, you could do with a bit more feeling.
Yeah.
Me too. Oh my gosh. Regardless, we are going to be jumping into another round here. Tasmanian Tiger clearing out the garage. No one going to be holding the front lines at that one. So good intel gained early on for endgame here. Not going to be playing into it quite yet though. Looking to take things up closer towards the B garage at the moment. ASM, nice post up. Ooh. Trades coming out on both sides of the map at the moment. Decent start for both teams.
Yeah, decent start, great trade. Daedalus though, kill contract. Yep, definitely being thought about.
No distractions.
And it's gonna hit on the Apra. That's, well, play you probably want alive. Chaishi, in the meanwhile, did find Jaden though.
And that's
Daedalus
the end.
finding Apra, and that's the end for him in this round. He's gonna be the contingency thrown out. That actually gives great cover. Chaishi can't swing into that because the bullets are just gonna get eaten up by that wall. Daedalus has played that one perfectly. And he's doing it all by himself down towards mid. It's Terminic. Lockdown available, but I don't think you burn it in the 3v1. Especially with how Daedalus has been performing as well. Getting very cautious that he could be up to that window.
Spike planted.
Spike is down. Elisar again, blocking off. CT rotate. He's gonna have to go for the swing. Leg shot already from YOLO, and it is Terminic. Not even a realm of possibility to save here. He kind of just has to go for it. Clear every single corner. Then again, they're playing this one so patiently. Daedalus on the wrap before halfway to the kill contract, and that was a beautiful use of that ultimate there.
Absolutely, and they really managed to keep themselves online with the double tap being continually procced there as well. You know what? I think they should rename the double tap, Tony, to the two tap. Just seems more fitting, you know?
I'd love that, honestly.
Two tap for the two tap.
Let me talk to Riot, see what we can do.
Yeah. See what we can do. I'd like to see it. And I'd also like to see some control being taken early on here from endgame. Slow and steady will be the beginning, but it could be fast and blast to the past heading towards the end of the round. Let's see how it goes now, though. We're going to just wait things out, see if anyone's going to get a little bit antsy, a bit aggressive. We've seen a lot of A-sided aggression from TGG time and time again, especially from our Jet player there, so definitely eager to see if they are going to be pushing any further forward. ASM, you know, holding steady for now, but endgame, they're looking to make the first move here, taking that garage control and looking to barge into C.
Stopping fire.
Yeah, looking to barge into C. It's Chaishi, it's Apra on the cross. And it's going to be Daedalus. Now we clear Chaishi for the moment. Kind of hard angle to clear. The Hunter's Fury splits across the site. This does so much damage. Chaishi's been uncleared once again. Hunter's Fury takes out Jaden though. The spike's retrieved. 40 seconds to get it down. And a long swing here from ASM. He's going to be detrimental. Lockdown burned here. The fight won by ASM. It's just left to Rhythm. Trying to stop that lockdown from going through. And great secure on the round there from TGG. It all came down to Chaishi not getting cleared in that back plat.
Yeah, just goes to show you got to clear your corners. Otherwise, it could come back to bite you. And it certainly did for endgame there. TGG definitely going to be happy with the outcome of that one. Their patience paid off. And their usage of the Hunter's Fury thereafter just managed to get a huge serve through towards them. Endgame, gonna have to really think things through heading into these final 2 rounds here. It's been a tough run, but doesn't mean that they don't have a chance to at least even it up 6 for 6 perhaps. Worst case scenario, 8 to 4. Still not a bad outcome for them, but the more rounds they get, the better things are gonna be. And let's see exactly where they look to flow this time. Chaishi, though, already takes down Daedalus. A swift start.
And Daedalus must have cast a curse, did Matt has said. He was one of the players to watch. He's having a rough series right now against TGG. Definitely has been answered at a lot of hurdles here. YOLO it. On that op, looking to potentially find one back, but you can see how passive TGG Titans are playing. As soon as Chaishi found that opening pick, straight on the plat, straight watching towards Garage. And with Terminic, once again, I mentioned the position here with all the util placed in front of B. He's going to be playing that right side of the window. Hard to clear as well because Endgame didn't spot him. And this is going to be rough for Endgame, especially with Jaden jumping up into the window. Already taken out.
Already taken out. Down the water spout. Let's see if they can manage to clear their doubts here. And go for another attempt. Ooh, Apra taken down. Good trade back though through window, but it is going to work out. Eak, they're not expecting this. And there we have it. Eak cleans house and finds number 7 there for TGG. Teamwork will prevail, and they will be able to fly high with confidence into our final round of the half.
Yeah, ending at the half with potentially another 8-4. DGG. Kings first half swings, it would seem. Ultimates aligned for Iyak, Chaishi, and ASM. This is a round that could be done very, very quickly, especially with a Showstopper and Bladestorm put into play. Endgame have to be on their toes in this one. ASM, Iyak, both getting aggressive over towards A long here. The smoke up is good. Gives ASM room to take. Nobody towards the sewer position. They're just going to double up on this crossfire. And this is, well, unfortunate for them. Great position, but endgame have outread it. That dog's been heard, though, by both ASM and Iyak. Cosmic Divide goes up to A. And while Iyak and ASM, they've got the free reign to rotate. They've got the free reign to, well, get the flank on.
That's it. That they do. Get the flank on. Get kills in the bank there. Alexa finds ASM. Good start for endgame here. We'll see if they can manage to venture even further forward, but they got a flank to worry about. Through towards A long here. See if it will actually eventuate though. Pushing its way up
kill
now.
contract.
Chaishi. Kill contract, that's right. Iyak though, still getting in on the action here. Chaishi going down. Iyak has to do it all, but Alexa has found them. And that's going to be the half. TGG take it away, but the gap's only going to be 2 rounds, so not a bad outcome at all for endgame here.
Oh, that is unfortunate. You feel for Iyak there. Knew that the kill contract came out, knew exactly where the ISO was at the end of that, and tried to play as soon as the kill contract ends. Of course, you teleport straight back to the position where you were, and that position was called. Iyak tried to take that kill before he died, and unfortunately for them, they lose the round. At endgame, fortunately enough for them, it's a little bit more of an even first half.
That's it. Even first half, and ready to part their way into the second. Both teams just buying up your stock standard weapons at the moment. Ghosts are out, and a sheriff as well. Let's see if they can manage to take control through towards the C site now. TGG are on the prowl, ready to push straight in. They got one player to worry about, going to be traded out. Good way to start it off here. Eak, the lurk, might catch Daedalus off guard. This could be massive. There it is. ISO's down. Nicely done by Eak there. Now, Endgame really have to consider their options. Think about their angles here. They're going to have to go for this, but how they manage it is going to really be put to the test.
Yeah, it's going to be question. Apra. ASM to find rhythm there in Garage, and another from ASM. Give another one to Eak. Great lurk on that round there. Endgame just weren't quite ready for the full frontal assault, and then the lurk from Eak. Have to give Eak credit here. Of course, we spoke a little bit about him, but we spoke more about, you know, Cheishi's performance, ASM's performance, Terminix's performance. Eak has been on one this entire best of 3. And it's not every day you get to see the Smokes player, the controller up the top. Eak, definitely one of those heavy performers for this TGG Titans team. And, well, look towards him to make some difference going into these future rounds when it gets dicey. For Endgame now, it's just pistols. You feel TGG Titan around. That's more than likely secure, but we've seen some crazy things.
Yeah, strange things could happen. Let's see if even more crazy things are going to be on their way now. Spike goes down. Retake inbound. ASM ready and waiting around heaven. Tasmanian Tiger comes through. Rhythm getting some shots through, but not able to get the kills just yet. There we go. ASM, nice double up there. Trades coming out from Endgame though. 3v2 for now. Let's see if they can do it. They're doing pretty well with their pistols so far. But this is only early days yet. YOLO it. Going YOLO straight down to hell. Spells disaster with the assistance of Rhythm there. 2v2 now. This is looking a little bit better, but time is not on their side here. Termink, I love the patience. Ready for the peak if it does come around that corner there. Same could be said of their teammate, but time is out. Eak finds one, and the round will be done and dusted. TGG, takeaway 9.
A lot of casualties there, though, for TGG. Not what they're ideally looking for, and especially with the fact that they kind of have to buy into this one. They don't want to fully invest their credits. They don't want to blow all the cash that they've secured themselves with these early 2 rounds. So you're going to see a very weak buy out of TGG, considering they won those 2 rounds. Spectre, Light Shield, few pistols, maybe a few sheriffs. And, well, for Endgame, fully invested, so it's TGG kind of playing for the upset, and if they were to secure an early kill or 2, steal away a gun, it gets a little bit disastrous.
That's it, certainly does get a little bit disastrous there. Huge state of calamity. Speaking of Rhythm, nice start. ASM goes down. More to follow. Endgame, they are in sync. And a flawless rounder come through. They pounded their way through that one.
Yeah, that's what you want to see from Endgame. Just stock standard. You're facing pistols. You're against the anti-eco. Of course, as we alluded to, DGG don't want to invest. So they didn't. They keep the money for this round, and now it's an even standing. But the problem with surrendering that one Endgame means that their credit's looking very healthy going into these next few rounds. TGG, though, with a buy of their own. ASM 2 off the blades. Want to see ASM make some impact here. Alexa putting up the star early. But it's just going to be ASM. J-No's going to be on the rotate through Garage. That cloud burst, though. J-No on that cross. Able to find 3. Spikes retrieved by Apra, but it doesn't matter. 3 TGG players are dead already. And that is a disastrous start to this round.
Yeah, not going to be ideal for TGG at all at the moment, Tony. Let's see if they can manage to recoup their losses here, but there is at least an opening. This A side only has Daedalus at the moment, so they might be able to get a spike plant down at the bare minimum. Nope, that's not going to happen. Nice lineup from Daedalus there, chopping them down, and it will be able to take 7 for Endgame.
Yeah, 7 for endgame. And, well, again, Matt, this game starts to look very similar to what we saw at Ascent. And, maybe TGG just a little bit out of luck in terms of, you know, we've seen two sides of the coin here from TGG Titans. We've seen a dominant, very aggressive, and very up-in-your-face TGG that take a 2-0. And then we've seen this TGG, a team that plays a very close, but very kind of back-and-forth affair with some of their opponents. And Rhythm, definitely a bit of thorn in their side this entire series, getting some very aggressive early picks on this chamber. Looking for maybe a little bit more, jump up into the window. It's third for Rhythm, and hasn't been stopped.
Yeah, just coming in like a wrecking ball at the moment, honestly, Tony. Like, as you were speaking in the initial stages, Rhythm just started to rip and tear their way through all of TGG. I'm frightened for TGG right now because they haven't been able to find an answer, and these rounds are just swimming away from them. You know, they're only going to be on a 1-round deficit at the conclusion of this one, unless Chaishi goes absolutely demon mode, but not going to happen this time. Alexa will shut him down, so definitely getting dangerously close here. TGG need to step up and find an answer. Otherwise, it could be curtains calling its way through.
Time to go into the astral form?
Yeah, it could be lights out in the show over like that. You don't want a preemptive end to the show. You want the main course, you want the encore. TGG, they want to give it to us, but endgame, they've got 3 ultimates, Matt. We've got that kill contract for Daedalus that could be very, very disastrous. Rhythm, since Tour de Force probably won't be used in this round. Kind of want to save it if you were to drop a few rounds and get forced down to the eco. That's when the Tour de Force really shows its mark. Cloudburst out, drone across, ASM covering the site. Jaden and Alexa, they've got that crossfire. Apra able to dance around the front site, able to find 2 back, but last remaining member. Kill contract is in play. Needs to win the 1v1 and we'll do it. Apra's down to the 2 versus 1. But Rhythm knows exactly where he's going to pop back on.
I admire the flare that popped up in the end there from Apra. Definitely stepped up to the plate, taking out those 3 players. They need that kind of momentum behind them, TGG, right now, because they're struggling. Like, their money is just not ideal at all right now. You know, it's in the bin. They lose this one, probably going to be stuck in a full eco, and with such limited amount of rounds remaining, I would be terrified to head to that stage, especially since even if TGG win a round or 2 right now, endgame, they're really cashed up. They could play pretty much through to the end. Well, speaking of playing through to the end, Chaishi has actually found the opening this time. This could be the change, the shift they need. Daedalus has gone down too. This is looking positive, but the trades have come.
And trades have come. Jaden, cautious sewer. The walk-ups from long though. Jaden can't adjust the angles, and it's going to be up to Rhythm.
Right here.
From Heaven. Tucking in the corner, tucking graffiti towards back side, front side too. Gonna make Chaishi combine 10 on the board for TGG, but it's still doable here for endgame. We still have ultimates online for Rhythm and Alexa. They've still got bias, Matt. Look at that, 8 grand for YOLO it. Not the greatest of performance. We saw the Brimstone, we now see the Jet. Very much a flex player, it would seem, for endgame. And, well, for Daedalus, 16-13. Don't mind the ISO pick this time around. Very situational, as we heard from Bambi and Expense. And definitely feel like the situation seems to be paying off this time around.
Take flight.
Hard work pays off. And let's see if things are going to pay dividends now, heading into the round ahead of us. Lots of ultimates available for TGG. Can rely upon them should they need to. Look at that. Cosmic Divide, lockdown enabled. This should allow them to get onto the site with relative ease here. Hopefully they can get a spike plan out of it. Let's see what it's going to eventuate towards though. Bombardie out as well. Just clearing space here. I admire the utility usage, just stacking it together at this point. Really trying to work as a team. Let's see if they can steam ahead now, though. Guiding light around towards Hell. Chasey ready to give them hell. There it is. Showstopper finds Daedalus there. More to come as well. Oh, the paint shells come out, though. The timing on that one gonna be critical. And speaking of critical damage from ASM knocks it out for 11 for TGG.
Yeah, that is a scary round. Both Cosmic Divides being used by both EAC and Alexa. That could have been anyone's, and of course that Cosmic Divide came in to cut off the sightlines from Sewer and from Long, so you had to force the angles out from TGG, and I have to give props to Chasey popping that early showstopper and as well finding that follow-up. A little bit unfortunate pulling out the paint shells, could have maybe found a third, but that's wishful thinking. Matt Chasey found his two. TGG had that sight lock from there.
That's it, and they're building themselves up to try and crash in again. Already speeding their way up Long. Nice kill in mid as well from Chasey. Really steaming forward here. Our drone coming out, trying to spot somebody around these corners. Look at this. They're just bashing into it. They are crashing in red hot at the moment. They have been shredded out twofold though, so it's not in their possession just yet. We'll see if they can manage to compete though. Daedalus, nice angle through towards the sewer there. Going to be shutting down two. Looking for more. EAC though does manage to break through on the B side, but the spike not going to be in their possession. Gonna have to run it back around the corner here. See if they can manage to corner this one off, perhaps. They got smokes available they can play with, you know, use a bit of util here. Still gonna be dangerous. 50 seconds to go. Tiptoeing forward, pondering on their decisions. Both of the opponents are going to be pretty separated as well. Like, they've got that sight line towards Long, I suppose, but EAC still does have the opportunity to isolate this into a couple of 1v1. Speaking of, here could be one around the corner. Tiptoeing into it, but Jaden knows faster to the trigger there. And we'll be able to find number 10 for endgame.
I'll go in first.
And Jaden was extremely low there. Endgame, though, find themselves to 10. And what felt like TGG starting to finish this one off in 2 straight. In-game though, put a stop to it. Ultimate online for Apra. Daedalus as well has that kill contract online, so that could be a very, very important ultimate.
That's a good spot.
Especially maybe taking out one of the heavy util players. Chasey, ASM, they can easily avoid it with the kits that they've got at their disposal. Maybe take out EAC, take out Apra, get rid of that Hunter's Fury online early on.
Let's see if they can do it. Chasey, nice opening there. We'll be able to find the account open for TGG right now. Still plenty of work that is left to be put in though. Our drone out. Trying to see if they can burst forward here. Still got the angles that they need to consider. Recon darts out, and they're ready to kick off, Tony. Here they go.
And straight towards the front of B main, and it's 3 players done and dusted. And it's Terminic forced into the kill contract, forced into the 1v1 and needs to win it out. But isn't going to. Daedalus to find it. It's going to be 11-11 and a tied up scoreline, Matt. TGG. Again, seems they're playing for the close affairs, and the money's not the greatest either. Look at that. Only 3 Vandals can be afforded here. You feel like ASM drops that over to EAC or Chasey. He has the blades.
Yeah, they've at least got that available to them. And it kind of makes sense, you know, if they did drop that Vandal through towards one of their teammates. Maybe it could be more beneficial considering the blades, but, you know, they're just going to run it, so fair enough. Maybe they get a weapon off a fallen corpse or one of the players on C here. That's what they're gaming on. Let's see if they can find it now, though. Good push through from Alexa, shutting down 2 to trade out the rhythm. Tries to run it back, not going to be able to do it. 2v2 situation, nice and quick here. Let's see if they can get that spike down. Blades are available even still for ASM. And that could be their saving grace. Running around the corner. Oh, they spot them. Dashing back, though. They know ASM's position now. Will he be able to maintain it? That's the big question. Blades are out. Daedalus ready with the shield. Trying their best. Showstoppers out. Desperately trying to force them away from this site. They're both in there. They've been spotted. And they're shut down. TGG take it to match point.
It's a half buy. It's a half buy that puts TGG on match point. ASM showing out, even rocking the blades there at the end. Because you expected toss the Vandal over to a teammate. It's what we see from all the other players in all the other regions. ASM, he backs himself with the Vandal, and his team does too, and it pays off. Explosive entry to that site. Chaishi, thankful to win that fight, that back corner, because that round would have been done and dusted like that if Chaishi lost that.
We'll see if a different outcome is in store for us. Jumping in at 2. Round ahead of us now. ASM ready, dashes in, Cloudburst available, their teammates trading it out to begin though, more to follow, not today, and it is going to be site control gained. Rhythm ready and waiting though through towards Garage, realizes they don't want to just barge into this one, want to take their time here, they're already at a player disadvantage, they really need to think their way through going forward, because otherwise this could be game, set and match.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, that Cosmic Divide actually stalled that player in Garage for the moment. ASM gonna be traded by Rhythm, and all the players are backing off. Another Cosmic Divide is put in play. Eac to put that one to help his teammates cover these sight lines. And it's gonna be Hunter's Fury. YOLO is gonna be able to dodge it out. No tap onto the spike just yet. Maybe a little bit early for that one. And the tap is out, the Cloudburst goes, the shock flies, it's 30 HP, the Cloud goes down, but the shot lands on the Terminix, but the time is of the essence. Apra's got the line up and he's got the shot. 3k for Apra, 13-11, once again the TGG Titans close it out in a 2-0 fashion.
Amazing stuff, they have got to be chuffed with that one, look at them. ASM smiling, all that dancing paid off, Tony. He's happy with that.
Grinning from ear to ear. You can see him. He's already ready. He's up. He's like, all right.
Time to dance again.
Time to dance again. We got a speaker in there, guys. Get the dance party going.
Dancing with somebody, Tony.
Dancing with my teammates. They're feeling chuffed. Look at them. Everybody.
Love
a hard-fought game, though, from Endgame. I have to say, Matt. Rhythm, you can see him in the middle there. Very, very strong performance on that chamber. You have to hold your head high. He played out of his mind in that best of 3.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Held it together and pushed through for gold. Another 13-11, Tony. Like, Griffith were on the money with this one. Definitely very closely matched teams in this series here.
Yeah, very evenly matched. And, well, that speaks, I guess, to Endgame's kind of progress throughout week to week. We saw them at the start of the season. They didn't look too crash out. They were kind of one of those teams that were sitting around the bottom of the barrel, and you're like, all right, yeah, TGG, Griffith, definitely some of the heavy favorites. And then we get to this best of 3 in the semis, and Endgame, I have to say, showed some great performance. Overall, of course, we spoke about Rhythm, but we have to speak about Daedalus, we have to speak about Jaden. Some great initiation, some great util placement too, but overall, TGG Titans just able to close it out. 13-11s, though, you start to get worrisome. If you're looking at those scorelines, a lot is going to have to be done in the VOD review from this game going into the Grands for TGG.
Wholeheartedly agree. They need to put that preparation in. It is going to be a tough battle ahead of them. Griffith, you know, they're basically like Goliath, considering they're undefeated through the whole season. So they're really going to have to put on their best David if they do want to do the very best that they can heading into the grand final. Another look at our players now here as well, Tony.
Yeah, we'll pack it up.
Got a headset there.
Yep.
Definitely pack it up.
Definitely pack it up. Of course, feeling maybe a little bit defeated, but you can see still smiles on the dials there of Endgame as well. You have to hold your heads high for both these teams. A huge fought series, and yeah, as you said, Bambi Expense well on the money there. Some close maps, that second one. And would have loved to have seen Bind, Matt. Bind would have been, I feel, a very similar story. We would have seen maybe an early lead from TGG, and then, of course, Endgame would have been able to bounce back like we saw in those last 2 maps. And Well, it starts to beg the question, who are the heavy favourites? You feel Griffith with their performance this evening, 13-0, 13-2. Definitely the heavy favourites going into the grands, but of course TGG, they've got a lot up their sleeve. We saw the ISO come out. We saw a lot of different compositions being run this evening that we haven't seen from them yet.
Yeah, I really admire the fact that they're experimenting on that level, right? And they managed to make it work. I was really impressed to see, I guess, both teams tonight using that ISO. You know, they managed to find their opportunities, and it worked out for them for the most part. But definitely does carry, you know, its degree of difficulty as well, trying to play around that pick.
Yeah, it's a very hard one to work into a team comp, and of course, a lot of these teams haven't quite, I guess, worked out the optimal way to use it. It's kind of, you want to use it as a pseudo sentinel, but also kind of a duelist as well. So it kind of fits that chamber role, but you feel like chamber's still heavily in the meta. You can still kind of bring him to the play, and it works out for them. But of course, overall, 2-0, 13-11 to 13-11. The TGG Titans able to come out on top. Matt, you have to give them props.
Absolutely. Got to give them props, and definitely eager to see how they progress. But I believe, Tony, we might actually have a couple of our players from TGG ready and waiting for an interview. Let's see if they're going to be here right now. It is. Welcome, Apra and Chaishi.
ASM, not Chaishi.
ASM and Chaishi, I reckon.
ASM and Chaishi,
Yes.
yep.
We'll change that up on the screen. But yes, ASM and Chaishi, how you guys feeling? What an incredible match.
It's
Pretty good, you know? It was really fun.
Yeah.
They played a really good game, but we just came out on top, you know?
Don't know how I pulled off what I did, but
It is what it is.
Oh, I've got a good idea, ASM. It was the dancing before the game,
oh
mate.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
We saw you a little pre-game jig there.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's all the Russian mixes, you know? Dude, listen to
I
that
get-
Russian. It's just hypes me up. I don't know.
Pumps you up.
Yeah.
And of course, I want to pick your brains a little bit about the ISO pick coming out. We've seen a lot of these teams start to bring it, and you guys brought it in that first map there on Ascent. How was it being incorporated there? And how do you feel about ISO overall as a pick in the current compositions?
Well, look, it's we gotta abuse it before it gets nerfed, you know? Cause
That's
like,
true, yeah.
The vulnerable, the double tap is just straight up.
Yeah.
It's basically cheating, you know?
Yeah.
You get extra shields, the extra life. It's amazing, you know? But it just wasn't our pick for the second map, and
Yeah.
yeah, we did well with it though, so I'm proud of it.
Glad to hear that you've managed to adapt it into your gameplay, and definitely eager to see if you will be able to use it against Griffith coming forward, because I guess heading into the grand final, you've definitely got a lot to think about with Griffith being undefeated. Do you feel like maybe you've got a wild card or like a strategy to bring forward to take them down?
Yeah, just, you know, me and Chaishi popping off. That's basically just a wild card, you know? Just need to be hyped before the match and just get those kills against Griffith.
More of that music, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Bit louder, pump it up. Of course, I also have to say a bit of an Ascent curse, maybe. A lot of close games on Ascent. We saw it in week 1. Will we be seeing Ascent 4 potentially, or will it be a first veto, maybe getting taken out of the pool early on?
I mean, Ascent is like one of our strong maps. I feel like lately with all the other games, we haven't had much practice together as a team. You know, we like had 2 scrims, and
Yeah.
you know, we did well, but like we need more practice because we still have a lot to work on before we get into the grand final. It's been 2 weeks away, so
Yeah, and we've
It's a lot
been
to do.
changing our comps up a lot with Ascent. So first it was the Reyna and Jet, and then it was Sky and Jet, and now it was ISO and Jet. So, like, we still need to practice a lot with it, but I feel like you'll see more ISO and Jet on Ascent than everything else.
Keen to see it, and keen to see what you guys can bring into the next couple of weeks. I'm sure that there's a lot of practice and VOD review ahead of you
yeah,
heading into those games.
it's a lot of that. You know, just overall team practice we need to work on.
Keep your head in the game. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
And definitely best of luck to you guys as well. I'm sure that you've got a lot to do and I reckon you guys can make it happen. I've seen, you know, your potential, and it's like I've been saying since week 1, you know, it's the Knights versus the Goblins. Shout out to your team's logos. Love them both, by the way, yours as well as Griffith there. So keen to see if the Knights can take it away in next week.
Yep. Sure.
Very good. Anything else, Tony?
Yeah, I was gonna say any final shout outs, any managers you want to thank, any support from your fans this evening?
Not really.
Oh, I got 3 people here that I could not get out of my ear the whole game. They're screaming TGG Afro for the win. You know, I just it is.
That's why bottom for
at least it's some
games,
support.
So
it's good. Well,
Love it. Good vibes all the way through. Definitely great to have some support there as well. I'm sure they'll bringing up the spirits the whole time. But yeah, do want to say a big shout out to both of you for playing really well in tonight's games, as well as through the season as a whole. And thank you both for coming on for an interview tonight. Keen to see you again heading into the next couple of weeks in the grand final.
Yep. Sure.
Cheers, guys. Yeah, Matt. A lot to be, I guess, asked here. A lot to be taken to the drawing board for TGG, and of course, we'll hopefully see that practice come to fruition, because we get a bit of a week or 2 hiatus between, of course, our semis and the grands. So you feel like a team for TGG Titans, get some scrims in, get some VOD review going, and they'll be well oiled, ready to take on Griffith and the grands.
Yeah, absolutely. At least I feel like it's definitely a strength to be able to identify that you need to put in that practice. You know, you need to be able to have that time to your VOD review, try some new things, scrim as a team, and I think that they're definitely going to be putting some of that hard work in the next couple of weeks, leading up to our grand final on December 6th.
Yeah, a grand final, and we'll be curious to see what we see out of the vetoes, what we see out of the compositions. A lot of questions to be asked, Matt, and, well, unfortunately, we won't have the answers for a few weeks, but hopefully you guys come back, and we'll catch you then for more XP Club's Valorant Grand Finals in just a few weeks' time. Don't go anywhere. We'll catch you back
with an endgame interview.
Oh,
we'll catch you back with that. That's going to be up next, Tony. Don't get too ahead of yourself, my friend. We got to talk to endgame as well after that ripper of a series.
Of course. Hopefully we can get that one quickly. Sorta didn't realize that's my mistake. And yeah, I'm curious to see who we talk to. You know, there's a lot of questions to be asked of Endgame because they played such a great series.
Absolutely, I agree. And I'm definitely eager to be able to ask those questions, as I believe we are going to be bringing them in right now. It's Jadado and Daedalus. Welcome, guys. How you going?
Good, thanks.
Good.
How are you guys?
That's what we like to hear. Oh, fantastic, mate. Even better now that we get to talk to you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, I guess I'll kick it off here, Matt, with a question, a hard-hitting one. Some hard-fought games, guys. 11-13s, both maps. Yeah, almost shook them on Ascent there. Of course, TGG, we've been saying quite a little bit of a curse, especially even on their best map, Ascent. There's a lot of close games from, you know, week 1 going into now, you guys in this best of 3. How did you feel that you were able to kind of shake off such a rough start? Because we saw it 8-4 half, and then you guys started to claw it back. What was the comms like? What was the kind of breaking point there that got you guys back into that one?
Well, I'm always pretty big on tenacity. You know, you're in the game until it's over. There's no like giving up. There's no nothing. And I was pretty impressed by the team how we managed to get that far. You know, just to the very edge, and then we tripped at the finish line.
Yeah, I mean, well, like, not much to add on to that, but we definitely could have played a lot better. But it is what it is, right? We played our best. No warm up as a team, really. But it was pretty decent. It was a good try.
No, I wholeheartedly agree. I think that you guys played fantastically today and even all throughout the season. And definitely keen to see more of you if you guys are going to be involved in next season heading into 2024. I think that one's definitely going to be a spicy season, and hopefully more gaming centers will be involved in that one.
Hopefully.
You'll have much more competition to go head to head with. But yeah, definitely got to say, you guys played great, and I think that it's a good chance to reflect as a team. I think, between now and next season, there'll be a lot to reflect on, a lot to bring into your practice sessions, but so far, so good, and keep up the great work. That's what I got to say.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you very much.
And of course, I've been asking everybody this question. ISO on that second map. How do you guys feel about ISO on Haven? You like it? You hate it? What's the go?
I think ISO is really strong on Haven personally. I think we can definitely utilize them more effectively, but it just requires a little bit more like kind of teamwork preparation. Like I think the channel, like the way his utility is very channel focused, is like designed for Haven really, because you have C along, the A passageways, even like retaking B. It's all really good for him in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely great to get that insight there, and I got to say, I definitely saw from yourself on the ISO some great moments there, especially when you managed to lock a few players into the kill zone there. Really great to see that.
I'll never lose my ones.
You can think that. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that was great, and I'm keen to see more of that, honestly. Like, it's great to see teams like yourselves and just everyone in the league really being able to use this new agent, it's pretty much the first time we're seeing it in competitive Valorant, right, Tony?
Yeah, I believe this is kind of one of the first tournaments, especially during the off-season, that we get to see it. So, yeah, you guys, going from strength to strength, I have to give you guys props as well. From your week 1 performance to now, you guys have looked like a completely different team, and you definitely see the practice being put in across the margin as well. A lot of different character selections as well. Jay, no, I saw you brought out the Sky here for Haven. What was the call for that one?
Well, it's either I play Reyna or Initiator, but like I can't play much else. So
that's what happens when you get a Reyna one trick in the team. You gotta make some adjustments.
Yeah, so they chucked me on Sky. I mean, I'll play flexible, I reckon. But yeah, so I'm down to play Sky. Any Initiator, really. As long as it's not smokes.
True.
No, glad to hear it. And it's good that you know where your strengths are and that you can play into them like that. I'm definitely eager to see, more of that heading forward. But I guess, do you guys have any final shout-outs you wanted to give to maybe some friends you have in the center or anyone at home?
You want to go first?
Oh, shout out to all my mates watching, supporting me. It's been fun.
I just want to thank all the boys for playing. It was awesome. It's very a little bit last minute, and I'm super glad they could join on. So massive shout out to them.
Fantastic. No, love to see it and love to see the support. I'm sure that everybody, whether they're in the center or cheering on at home, is very proud of how far you've come.
Hope so. We'll get in further next time.
Absolutely. I'm keen to see it, mate. You keep up that good spirit and keep up the great work.
Always.
Tony, do you have anything else?
Oh, no, no. Thanks for coming on, guys. Appreciate the interview, and thanks for the insight.
Awesome. Thank you very much as well.
All right. Have a great evening. That was great, Tony. Great to get, I guess, perspective from both teams there, Get a bit of insight as to their psyche, and it's great to see that no matter the outcome, both teams are positive. Everybody's happy, and that's exactly what's important to an event such as this one in the VCT off-season. Good vibes, and I love it.
Yeah, no, it's as competitive as it is in the server. It's all handshakes, it's all laughs, it's all smiles out of the server, and I give a props again to Endgame. I give a props to all our teams that have played throughout this tournament. And of course, our 2 teams that are moving on into the grand final, TGG and Griffith. It should be an absolute heater, Matt, and I can't wait to see it.
Oh, I can't wait to see it either, Tony. Gonna be a fantastic matchup indeed, and super duper keen to see it all pop off. Don't forget, it is gonna be on December the 6th. Same time, same place. And it is gonna be a battle for the ages. But Tony, I think that may or may not be all for us. Do you have any final words there, my friend?
A props to the teams, a props to all the managers getting the scrims booked in, and well, hopefully we get to see some practice put in, and we'll see the best look TGG Titans and Griffith going into our grands.
That's it. Hopefully we do see the best of the best. And best of luck to all of those teams there. Keen to see who can take it away. But thanks again for joining us, everybody. That is going to be all for now. Until next time, peace out, have a wonderful night, and we will see you again on December 6th for the grand final.
Do you or your kids love technology, gaming and computers? Share that passion thanks to Endgame Esports. It's a great place to get together and enjoy these interests with other kids and like-minded enthusiasts. Play in teams, get mentoring or coaching, or just play socially. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant and many more. It's like a community sports club, but for gaming and technology. Endgame Esports at Sumner Road, Sumner, just off the Centenary Highway. Find out more and get in touch. Just search Endgame Esports online. Do you or your kids love technology, gaming and computers? Share that passion thanks to Endgame Esports. It's a great place to get together and enjoy these interests with other kids and like-minded enthusiasts. Play in teams, get mentoring or coaching, or just play socially. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant and many more. It's like a community sports club, but for gaming and technology. Endgame Esports at Sumner Road, Sumner, just off the Centenary Highway. Find out more and get in touch. Just search Endgame Esports online. You or your kids love technology, gaming and computers? Share that passion thanks to Endgame Esports. It's a great place to get together and enjoy these interests with other kids and like-minded enthusiasts. Play in teams, get mentoring or coaching, or just play socially. Games like Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant and many more. It's like a community sports club, but for gaming and technology. Endgame Esports at Sumner Road, Sumner, just off the Centenary Highway. Find out more and get in touch. Just search Endgame Esports online.